phele kuyaphila ka. Uqhekeke yaphila kabi. Uqhekeke yaphila kabi. Uqhekeke yaphila kabi.
We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. What up, Marsha? Oh yes, it's going down. We're about to begin it right now. Woo! I see the Marshas in the building. Lennox, what's good? Marcia, what's good? KD's in the building. Spombo Nambi. Scarlet Angel, what's up? All the way from Facebook. Snataba. Oh, so got in my daughter. Hey, Marsha. Excel, what's going on, everybody? Umaraza Lona. I am live right now from 7 p.m. on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Mixer. Tune in, Dlalama Game, chat, Nandi. It's international lockdown, but we can still have fun. And I'm going to be having all of my fun tonight with you, so I can't wait to see you there. Umaraza. Awusukanini madoda.
Uqhekeke yaphila kabi.
Sesifika ke thina ke lapho anami anamashalo ke anami.
Bona bangithukela ngithikoloshi. Ngubhala bangilali. Ngithenga imfuyo yafa. Yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi.
Uqhekeke yaphila kabi.
Mhlawumbuza amawami. Kemendo dayilali. Yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi. Ngubhala bangilali. Ngithenga imfuyo yafa. Yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi. Mhlawumbuza amawami. Kemendo dayilali. Asha. Ngithamukela mina mfowethu mfusi khanga sakumlandini. Hey, ngenhliziyo emnene ngongabadala amandla bakunikile. Phela ngiyindoda imfuyo ekhaya kumele gcwale isibaya.
Uzuqabashe Zanzo Sensi RSA kabandle ngoma.
Abahambi kahle bazama ukungiphikisa abahambi bakumnyama bazama ukungiphambanisa ufika ubatshele ngabalunga yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi ushikone ngubhala bangilali hayi angithandi imfuyo yafa yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi ngabalunga
Sama kwami. Kwezenjani?
ngabalunga bangithukela ngithikoloshi uthi ngifithi kakhulu legemo ngubhala bangilali ngithenga imfuyo yafa yabona bangithukela ngithikoloshi
Awusukanini madoda, the boy is focused.
Ngifunga umamelele emathuneni ngebalunga ngifunga umkhulu yelele emathuneni ngebalunga mina ngomshambomba umsamo uyofika noma
Call me right now on 068 041 Big shout out to LCD Fresh with the 15 Rand donation. Thank you, brother. Hey, Marsha, says LCD fan, LCD Fresh with the 15 Rand donation. Thank you so my brother. I've got a surprise for you guys, okay? Look at the stream and me. Tell me what's different. Tell me what's different. Oh, Tumuti, we back again. We did. What is the life lapho kunina nonke? Igama lami uSiphamandla waka Mhlongo, aka Mhlongo, aka Njomane kaMgapha, uPepe lazithi waduka iminyaka nyaka kwathi kosini watholakala. Thank you so much LTD lapho. LTD starting things off with the 15 rands donation. So I've set up my notifications and everything, but they are not popping up on this damn thing. I think I need to subscribe to a different service. So luckily you guys yesterday made it possible for me to be able to do that. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you so much, LTD Fresh. Again, bingelelege, oh Masha. Okay, guys, I'm going to multitask because Cupcake is live. You in a Cupcake, it's... What is Cupcake? Spillion says Destro. Blind Lengoma says Nduduzo Lengoma vetu SYA Gambu. Umasiya ukhipha nje izandla zabelungu kuphela. We're back again. Fire flame emojis. We are behind you all the way. Raza. That is a message from Utumi on Twitter. Sbo Mbonambi inamba le impela ngeke balunge. He's saying that all the way from YouTube. Lennox Chipalana is shouting out LTD with the fire flame with fire flame emojis for all the love he's been showing over the past 24 hours. Unbelievable, man. Nomthandazo Zulu says, hey Marsha. Hey Marsha. But damn. Yeah, you know, it should be like this. It should be hey Maraza.
Uqheke kuyaphila ka.
Hey my God. All right. Bese uthi ke abanye khona lapha nabathini. See ulento lena nomthandazo said what up? KD says abafana abancane abahamba ngobumnyama bangena kuvaliwe. Hey opa sopa K. Opa sopa. What are you doing to my headset? Says Juvenile Moketi. That's not me. That's SYA, brother. Aw. Labo tikolosha hayi. Hey bathanda kabi wena. Ngilale ne beast says ulokhunga. Oh, there's a lot of messages from you guys, man. Damn. Lennox Lone Wolf was on Twitter and then he moved back to the right place. You tease us. By the way, Siabonga was the very first in the queue. Big shout out to you for having the very first. And Mayhem right after you with the comments. I do appreciate you guys so greatly. There's a lot of people on Facebook. There's a lot of people on all the Marshals are on YouTube though. That is without a doubt. That goes without saying. Guys, please don't tell me you just made me call our honorable leader a cupcake. Don't do that to me. How am I? Nomti, we are better. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go watch him then. Is he live on? No. Let's watch it together. There we go. Let's watch him together. Is he live on YouTube? I really hope he's live somewhere. Okay. Zero respect, LTT. Zero. We've already established there's no respect for me. Kulungile sengumasha. Kodwa manje umsirmane. I want you guys to tell me what's different. Look at me. Tell me what's different. Oh, he's late. Yes. Asomlinda ke simbone ukuthi ungena nini. Manak. All right, we'll see. Oh, at 8:30. Siyabonga. Are you asking? You think I'm happy and jolly? Yeah, that's one thing. I'm waiting for. I want at least all the marshes to. Yay! We've just hit 100 messages, and we just started. Ace Musaka says, sorry Raza for being late. I had to get the popcorns for the show. You always a vibe, bro, says Brighton. Ngiyabonga mfethu. So are the marshes. I think you're happier and jolly, says Unomthandazo kakhulu. I am, but that's not what's the most different. Siyabonga, 1080p quality. Are you asking me if we are in 1080p quality, or are you seeing bad quality and you want 1080p? Because I am streaming in 1080p, but I could double check. I actually sneaked it in. I used to stream in 720 all the time. Check it. Okay, cool. All right, I see y'all. Is the ring light? Nope. Mayhem. I need Mayhem to understand, eh? Please. Mayhem, not tonight, okay? Don't make me a meme. Oh, dope. So, Masia, are you watching in 1080? What's that looking like? I need to mute this real quick. Yes. I mean, 1080p live stream with the live. I mean, yeah, the ring light is always there. You know what I did mess up is Zolo. Hey, but I want to be in the chat as well, guys. I want to be in the YouTube chat. Because this is actually because this is how I became Marsha. People were asking me what the hell is going on. They couldn't keep up. They had no idea what life was. When we were just like, hey Marsha, and we should keep it that way, okay? I'm not even gonna explain tonight, even though I just gave it away a bit. All right. So, hey, look who's in the building. Neo. Guys, please show some love to Neo.
We
are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Kanya kwezemchunu, come. Let's watch our pro. Awumtshele Brighton. Uphela. Awumaka. DJ Jaws just joined. Big shout out to DJ Jaws with it. I. Yeah, I can't chat and talk, but I feel like I'm missing out. So I'm gonna end, instead of streaming for the full 3 hours, I'm gonna end it after 1 hour and then spend 3 hours in the chat with you guys. Yes. Yes. Do you see it? Prelo Man is pointing out something really beautiful. He's saying, yo, the comments today, I'm happy for this growth. It's amazing. We've gone over 100 comments in what was it, 10 minutes. That's an average of 10 comments every minute. Cheers, lapo. Trust me. But I need just 2 more guesses. I can't. LT did actually not my beat. That was actually a mistake. Angibalekanga ngizange ngishaya ikona bathi kunamanzi amnyama safa iCoca-Cola cholera ibola bantshontshela ibola ngakhumbula ukuthi ngintandane bengikhala ubusuku nemini bengikuthanda nje hlaba idolo phansi ngikuqe ngithandaze silala phandle ebusika mina ngihambaze now I'm on my way up gotta get the kick up told me to stay up thank God I never gave up ngikhulume bonje manje ngivuleleni mzukulu kanqabeni shisa impepho sikhulumeni batshela ukuthi thina ekhaya sakhula kunthwempo umnyama sishwempo ukufa kudla kithi kanti kupheli kodwa inkaba yami ikheli yikho ngizobuyela ekhaya mina ngizobuyela when you come back, I'm going to reveal what it is that's different. Nomtandazo, don't worry. This is a Marsha exclusive. You can only this is a Marsha exclusive. You only get it on the thingy, on the live stream. It's going to be on my album though. Khuleka ngitshele nomthi. Yabona nje noma singaphuka kangakanani isigisi sakho namhlanje. Izolo esikubona izolo kuwes. Kuyahlola. Alright, ozake potela we did. Nazoke. All right, let's watch, my people. By the way, I want to stress to you why my PC screen looks like this, ne? I recently found the right 4K screens I was looking for. But it's a bit difficult, you know. So this thing is streaming in 1080, so it only takes 25% of the screen, and my screens are in 4K. Just saying.
From the very beginning, our response has been guided by advice from world-leading experts from our own country.
Prelo man, yeah, you're right. I should stop.
Uqheke kuyaphila nkabi.
From the guidance from the World Health Organization, the experiences that other nations have been through in dealing with this virus have also given us invaluable insights. There have been several projections about the possible path the disease would have taken without our swift and decisive action. As more data has become available, these predictions have been updated and refined.
Did you say predictions?
The best current estimate is that without the lockdown and the other measures that we have taken, at least, they say, 80,000 South Africans could have been infected by now. And the death toll could have been at least 8 times higher than what it is at the moment. As it stands, there are 219 people in our country who have succumbed to this disease. By contrast, at a similar stage in the progression of the disease, countries such as the United States had recorded over 22,000 deaths, and the United Kingdom over 19,000 deaths. We should never forget that the purpose of the lockdown was to delay the spread of the virus and prevent a huge surge of infections. So far, we've been successful in the manner in which we as South Africans have responded and dealt with this virus. And by this, I mean all of us as South Africans. The percentage of cases identified out of all the tests conducted, what is known as the positivity rate, has remained rather low and stable. The level of confirmed infections in South Africa is around 181 people per million of the population. By contrast, countries such as the United States, the United Kingdom, Spain, Italy, and Singapore have been between 2,400 and 4,600 coronavirus cases per million people. In our case, it is significant that out of the 12,074 confirmed cases in South Africa,
Okay. I'm trying, okay? Because it's not there. What about our people? At least you could see that saying some people are fucked.
we have recorded 4,745 people who have recovered.
That's brilliant.
By delaying the spread of the disease, we've been able to strengthen the capacity of our health system and to put in place wide-ranging public health programs to better manage the inevitable increase in infections. We now have nearly 25,000 additional beds available for quarantine, additional to the beds we already have. We have been able to source and produce substantial quantities of personal protective equipment for health workers, vital medical equipment, and other supplies. But we still need more. Using the valuable time which the lockdown gave us, we have managed to significantly expand our screening and our testing program. In all, our field workers have now screened over 9 million people in our country, and we have conducted nearly 370,000 coronavirus tests. This is the largest and most extensive public health mobilization in the history of our country. It has been made possible by the hard work and dedication of thousands of community workers, nurses, doctors, and other health workers. They have made enormous sacrifices to ensure the success of the lockdown. By answering the call to stay at home and stay safe,
Ngobeko Shangase is
you,
asking,
the people of South
why
Africa,
is he comparing us to the USA?
have helped all of us to save many lives. As we have strengthened our public health response,
Yes, you're right,
we have
Nomti.
introduced
You're right.
several vital measures to support the companies, the workers, and the households that have been severely affected by the lockdown. We have introduced an
guys,
economic and social relief package.
Don't meme that, okay? Because if people see it out of context, it's gonna seem like I was making fun of the community. I'm not. I'm just saying there should have been an interpreter. Why is there no interpreter in this thing? Even a bad interpreter would have been fine, like me. But there should have been an interpreter. And Ageko. So I'm making fun of this video. Oh God. No.
Worth over 500 billion rand to help companies in distress, to save jobs, and to provide some income to informal workers and poor households. Since it was established, the special COVID-19 relief scheme of the Unemployment Insurance Fund has paid out over 11 billion rand to 2 million workers employed by over 160,000 companies in distress. This will help to keep companies
if it gets taken out of context, it's going to seem like
millions of jobs. The various funds that we established to provide support for small businesses, including the initiatives of the Department of Small Business Development, the Department of Tourism, the Industrial Development Corporation, and the South African Future Trust, have provided direct assistance to over 27,000 enterprises. As of today, the 200 billion Rand COVID-19 loan guarantee scheme, which is guaranteed by the government, has begun to process applications from small and medium-sized businesses. At the beginning of this month, government paid
exactly why I
out
put it
an
there.
additional 5 billion rand to social grant recipients to assist poor households at a time when other sources of income have been disrupted. We have opened applications for the special COVID-19 grant of 350 rand a month for unemployed South Africans who receive no other form of assistance from government. By the close of business today, some 3 million South Africans had already applied for this assistance. These temporary measures will be in place for 6 months. We will continue to spare no effort to ensure our most vulnerable citizens are supported and protected during this difficult time. The scale of the measures we have taken, including tax relief and interventions by the South African Reserve Bank, is quite historic. The Solidarity Fund, which was set up to support the coronavirus response, has raised around 2.7 billion rand in commitments from over 175,000 individuals and more than 1,500 companies and foundations. We are grateful to the many governments and organizations that continue to generously support our coronavirus response. In addition to those that I have previously recognized, I wish to
Big
express
shout out to Big Homie
our
Donald who's watching
appreciation
on Twitter right now.
to the government and the people of the United States for the donation of 1,000 ventilators. I also want to recognize the commitment of the Elma Group of Foundations of 2 billion rand to mitigate the impact of coronavirus on vulnerable communities in Africa, our continent. This includes an immediate contribution of 250 million rand to South Africa's Solidarity Fund. We are determined that our response matches the proportions of the crisis and helps to ensure that the foundations of our economy are protected. There have been very disturbing reports of increased levels of gender-based violence since the lockdown started.
Yes. I saw that coming.
The scourge of gender-based violence continues to stalk our country as the men of our country have declared war on the women of South Africa. We have developed an emergency pathway for survivors to ensure that the victims of gender-based violence are assisted. One of the interventions we have made is to ensure lockdown regulations to be structured in a manner that a woman can leave her home to report abuse without the fear of a fine, intimidation, or further violence. Now, 2 months after.
So, that's great. What if a man is abused though, and he wants to also go to the police and say something? Is he exempt from that? Because I would much rather hear we make it so for victims of abuse can go and report. Saying that we make it so a woman can go and report makes it further emphasizes the societal standard that, you know, abuse, men who suffer abuse are not important. And I think anyone who suffers abuse is important. I am against all violence. I am against it. Even more so, you know, women suffer a lot more than men. And we need to stand up right now and make something happen. But it doesn't mean that any other group is irrelevant, you know?
After we declared a national state of disaster, we are ready to shift to a new phase in our response to the coronavirus pandemic. On the 1st of May, we moved to alert level 4 from level 5 and began the phased easing of the national lockdown. This was in line with our risk-adjusted strategy, through which we sought to slow down the rate of infection and flatten the curve. We are now preparing for a further easing of the lockdown and a gradual opening of our economy. I will repeat what I have said before. If we lift the lockdown too abruptly and too quickly, we risk a rapid and unmanageable surge in infections.
Yes.
We will therefore continue to proceed cautiously, informed by the best available evidence and guided by the...
Hold on, Masutana. So Masutana just said, I want to clarify this. I do not think we are in a way. I think it speaks to a bigger issue where, because of what's going on right now, because women are so overwhelmingly targeted. They obviously have to take priority. I believe that when it comes to the war on violence, women are right there at the front. And I think that is right. I think we should prioritize the suffering of women and children right now at the front. I think that is the right thing to do. I agree with that notion. I think that is correct. What I don't agree with is making that the only priority. I think that is the biggest priority, but it does not invalidate the groups of men who go through abuse. I've experienced that a long time ago when I was a kid. I experienced it quite a bit, and it's one of those things where, as a guy, we live in a society that makes it so you would rather take it upon yourself and own it. Like, if a young guy gets raped by girls, even if it affects him negatively, he's gonna put on a face and wear it like a badge of honor, like, yeah, I did this with these people. But because if he comes out and says how he really feels, he'll be seen as weak. And not only will other men see him as weak, even women will see that man as weak. We can't pretend like this is not something that happens. When a man goes to a police station to report violence, he gets laughed at. But it's not just a man against men thing. Men are more... Hey, generally, we're stupid sometimes, honestly. Men laugh at men who experience violence and are open about it more. But so do women. There's a lot of women who believe that, inequality, we're all the same, we all should be equal, down with the patriarchy, and, you should treat a man the same way you treat a woman, until it doesn't benefit them. So now it's like, yes, we're the same, yes, we're equal, yes, I should be treated exactly the same way as a woman is treated. But then when a man comes out and says, I experienced abuse at the hands of a woman, the same women are like, wow, you're a man. You shouldn't be saying something like that. You are so weak. You are not behaving the way a man should. A man should not. No man gets abused by a woman. If you get abused by a woman, something is wrong with you. It exists. It happens daily. It happens. The issues that women face happen a lot more. And more often, they are a lot more hectic in terms of their effects. So I really think that, because that's why I always end up arguing, with people when it comes to the men are trash type of movements and discussions, because I agree that there is a huge problem that our brothers cause. It's huge. And I have 2 daughters. I don't know if somehow, I'm always open about that, but somehow whenever I start talking about this, people forget that I have 2 daughters whom I will kill anyone for. And then I suddenly get relegated into the same class as rapists and murderers, and you're just a typical patriarchy in I remember I was around when the rape thing was huge, and I posted something about that type of assault happening to some girl lying about it, and the guy went and did 10 years, and he came out and couldn't work, and she was just like, oh no, I lied. Yeah, he just pissed me off, but yeah, whatever. And he was released, and well, he had already been released. He finished his sentence for a crime he didn't commit. When I posted that, I was attacked. I was attacked heavily. And the reason I was attacked was people saying you're silencing the victims. I'm like, dude, I'm adding to the victims. I'm pointing out another victim. He just happens to have a penis. Like, what is wrong with that? So I strongly believe that we need to do everything we can and more for our women. But I struggle with being forced to always acknowledge that I'm the enemy just because I'm a man. I have never, ever beaten up a woman. The only woman I've hit was my older sister. And I was probably 8 or 9 or 10. She was 15, whatnot. That's kids fighting. Oh, and one other woman who tried to kill my girlfriend, but that was self-defense, long story. I have never, ever, ever engaged in non-consensual sex, ever. I've never done those things. I take care of my children. Even when my son was with his mother, I still take care of the mother. I honor all my commitments as a man. And I try and join the fight so that I can show to my sisters, I'm with you. But more than that, I'm trying to do what I can to fix the world for my daughters, because I won't be around forever. And if I leave the world in its current state, then I'm dooming my children to being victims of my brothers. But the idea that I have to forcibly accept that no matter how hard I try to be on the other side, I'm still the enemy, it honestly just pushes some people away, me especially. So if you've noticed, I used to get into these conversations a lot. You see, Philemon Sekalo PMS is laughing because I said I punched someone in self-defense. Philemon, this is the problem. You see, that's the problem. You're laughing, but you don't even know the whole story. You don't know how bad it actually was. And I said to you, they were trying to kill my girlfriend. But when you are shega, because I'm saying I punched that girl in self-defense. That's the problem. It's not the main problem. There's bigger problems. And the people who face those bigger problems are our sisters. Definitely. Definitely. Without a shadow of a doubt. But this, Philemon, this is also part of the problem. You are exactly the type of guy I was describing. You are laughing because you think there's no way a man would need to defend themselves from a woman. Besides, also, isn't it a bit sexist to think that a woman cannot be a threat to a man? Isn't it you looking down on her and that's bulala? Approach women with that mentality. You'll see yourself. You better be careful, bro. You'll get served. All right, what's Prezi saying? Someone was saying this is boring, and then now that I'm commenting, someone is saying, but this is a comment after the video.
The advice of local and international experts, but also in observing the experiences of other nations. Our goal is to steadily increase economic activity while putting measures in place.
Oh man,
to
big shout out
reduce
to
the
LG Taz all the way
transmission
from
of
the
virus
UK. Thank
and
you.
provide adequate care for those who become infected and need treatment. When I last addressed you, I outlined the 5-level alert system that we have introduced to guide this process. At the time, the country was at level.
I'm so sorry. I have to point this out. Nomtandazo, you see what you just said there? I feel so strongly. I feel so strongly about that. And that's why I think the law should be very strong on that. Very strong. I once spoke about this, and someone I really consider a friend, a good friend of mine, said this to me. Why do fake cases matter? I was like, because there are people who are suffering because of the fake cases. And they said, and I quote, that's not important. So the men who were rotting in prison for being charged with rapes they didn't commit or abuse that they didn't commit, because there's crazy human beings all over the world on all sides of the gender spectrum. It was like, no. Yes, it happened to them, but it's not that big of a deal. It doesn't matter. And I was just like, wait, doesn't that push the fight back? I mean, I was told that I was silencing victims by pointing out someone who pretended to be a victim only to victimize a man. I was like, hold on. So you're grouping me with the people who don't believe victims of rape and abuse. But those people who don't believe in victims of rape and abuse use that 1 out of 10 cases, that one case of someone lying about it. They take that and use it as their mountaintop and stand on that and say everyone else is lying. Whereas I am saying, let's make a huge example of the liars so that they think twice before we do it. Just like we need to make a bigger example of the actual rapists and the abusers, so that more people think twice before they put their hands on a woman. In fact, I honestly speaking, I really feel like, guys, it's lockdown, entertainment, we're bored, there's a lot of pent-up aggression, there's anger. Any man who is caught enza into ebuhlungu yokunukubeza, ngizoyisho ngesizulu khona uYouTube engeze ukuyivala ngoba bazolokhuza bazodemonetize. Any man who is caught committing these atrocious crimes, abana nje mangabe kune proof ethe kwaziwa kahle kamhlophe ecacile ukuthi there is a ton of evidence this guy did it, give him to the people. Just give him. You'll see. People can release their frustrations on the scum of the earth, who we are having such a change in society. If we can leave some of these animals behind, hell yeah, it has. They need to be torn up. They need to be torn up, mate. And you and I have kids, buddy. So if we can fight coronavirus at the same time as we fight evil men, evil, abusive people who harm aimlessly, who pillage, and I don't want to say the R word because abadlwengulayo, then this lockdown will have actually led to something good. Hell yeah, bro. Oh, for my girls? Dude, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Anyway, President.
Level 5, as I said, which has the most stringent restrictions on movement of people and economic activity. Alert Level 4, which is the current level across the country, retains most of the lockdown regulations but permits the gradual opening up of certain parts of the economy. Alert Level 3 to 1 allow progressively greater relaxation of restrictions. As I indicated then, some areas of the country may be designated at a particular alert level, while others may be designated at another level. This would be done according to the rate of infection in an area and the state of readiness and the capacity of its health facilities to cope with treating infected people. For now, infections are mostly concentrated in a few metropolitan municipalities and districts in our country. It is important that we maintain stringent restrictions in those areas and restrict travel out of these areas to other parts of the country with lower rates of infection.
Yes.
We will immediately begin a process of consultation with relevant stakeholders on the proposal that by the end of May, most of the country should be placed on Alert Level 3.
Yes!
But that those parts of the country with the highest rates of infection remain on Level 4.
Okay.
Relevant stakeholders in those areas and restrict travel out of these areas to other parts of the country with lower rates of infection.
Tell me, guys, can you hear him properly? Is the sound
We
fine?
will immediately begin a process of consultation with relevant stakeholders on the proposal that by the end of May, most of the country should be placed on Alert Level 3. But that those parts of the country with the highest rates of infection remain on Level 4. We will make further announcements in this regard after the completion of the consultations we will have. In the coming days, we will also be announcing certain changes to Level 4 regulations to expand permitted business activities in a number of sectors in the retail, in the e-commerce, and reduce restrictions also on exercise. Some of
Wait, did he
our
say he
people
wants
have
to
questioned
increase
whether our
them
approach
in certain sectors?
section remain on Level 4. We will make further announcements in this regard after the completion of the consultations we will have. In the coming days, we will also be announcing certain changes to Level 4 regulations to expand permitted business activities in a number of sectors in the retail, in the e-commerce, and reduce restrictions also on exercise. Some of our people have questioned whether our approach in dealing with the coronavirus has been at the expense of the livelihood of our people. Our strategic approach has been based on saving lives and preserving livelihoods. Our key objective has always been to slow down the infection rate through a number of interventions in our coronavirus prevention toolbox. And each of these prevention measures are crucial and are non-negotiable. They being, 1, a lockdown which is meant to achieve extreme social distancing, which we have been on. Second one is social distancing itself. The third, adopting hand hygiene practices by washing hands regularly with water and soap or sanitizer. A professor told me that this has been the tried and tested method for over 150 years. Fourth one is the cough etiquette, including coughing into your elbow, like I showed the last time, or a tissue. The next one would be wearing cloth masks whenever you are in public spaces, like this, and wearing it properly.
Don't put it on again, Mr. President.
The next one is the use of personal protection equipment by all our health workers. Next one would be wearing cloth masks.
I just spoke on mute. Did you guys hear that? He said, wearing it proper. I love it. Because he knows we made fun of him the last time and he's just joining in on the joke. This is what leaders who endear themselves to the people are leaders who can lower themselves to the level of the people. This is not to say that we are low, but we look up to him as someone who's on that level. And when he speaks to you from right here and actually joins in and understands that it's just a joke, I love it.
The next one would be wearing cloth masks whenever you are in public spaces, like this, and wearing it properly. The next one is the use of personal protection equipment by all our health workers. The next one is frequent cleaning of the work environment and other public spaces. And may I add here, it should also include the cleaning of our living environment as well. Good hygiene. The next one is symptom screening. The next one is testing, isolation, quarantine, and contact tracing. It is in the implementation of all these preventative measures that we will overcome this disease. The success of our efforts to limit transmission of the virus depends on finding those who are infected as early as possible, tracing their contacts or those they've been in contact with, and isolating them so they cannot pass on the virus to others. Our door-to-door screening campaign in vulnerable communities across the country has resulted in over 100,000 people being referred for testing. This gave us a good indication of the extent of the infection amongst our people, but we now need a screening and testing program that is targeted to areas where people are more likely to be infected.
Welcome back, Sia.
This will involve the identification of infection hotspots using a combination of technology, surveillance data, and the epidemiological mapping, enabling the rapid deployment of dedicated screening and testing teams to those areas. Those found to be positive should either self-isolate or be isolated in suitable and independently inspected facilities. Most importantly, this new phase will require each of us to change our own behavior in profound ways. There needs to be a fundamental shift in our thinking and our way of life. We need to take personal responsibility for our own health and the health of others. Let us remember that although the lockdown has slowed down the rate of transmission, the virus is very much still present
She's here. Thank you.
and will be present amongst us for a long time to come.
Long time.
We have been warned that infections will inevitably rise as the lockdown measures are eased,
Thank you, Taz.
as has happened in many other countries.
Love you lots, brother.
We also know that the coronavirus will continue to be a global health threat for some time to come, and that the fight against COVID-19 needs to become part of our daily lives. Our success in overcoming the virus will ultimately be determined by the changes we make in our behavior, by the changes we make in how we move around, by the changes we make in our personal interactions, by changes we make where if you go into a mall, you must expect that at the door they will give you a sanitizer. They'll be sanitizing so that you can clean your hands. The hugging and shaking of hands and kissing is a thing of the past.
I would have done the exact same
As
thing.
restrictions are eased, we will need to observe social distancing even more carefully. Yes, wear our face masks whenever we leave home, wash hands regularly with soap and water or sanitizer, and avoid contact with other people. I've been encouraged that so many people are wearing face masks in public since the start of Alert 4. I went walking this morning, and the many people that I saw in the street were wearing their face masks. And it was then that I really realized that South Africans have taken the message of wearing face masks seriously. I was really encouraged. We will need to reorganize our workplaces, our schools, our universities, our colleges, and other public spaces to limit transmission. We will need to adapt to new ways of worshiping, of socializing, of exercising, and also of meetings. And this will minimize the opportunities for the virus to spread. It is our actions now that will determine whether the advantage we gained through the lockdown can be sustained. It is our actions now, individually and together, that will determine whether the great sacrifices that people have made over these last 2 months will ultimately save the lives of thousands of South Africans and spare our country from the huge devastation that this pandemic can cause. The transition to the next phase of the coronavirus response will in many ways be more difficult than the present one. The risk of infection outbreaks will increase as more people return to work. This calls for vigilance, responsibility, and discipline from all of us. My fellow South Africans, over the last 7 weeks, you have been asked to endure much and to sacrifice much. On more than one occasion, I have stood before you and asked you to accept stringent restrictions on your daily lives, knowing that these will bring great hardship. You have heeded these calls,
Yes.
firmly convinced that these measures are necessary for the health and the well-being and indeed the survival of each one of us.
Yes, my leader.
In return for everything that is being asked of you, there are a few fundamental things that you ask of us, your leaders. And that is why we must acknowledge that as we have confronted this unprecedented challenge, there may have been times when we have fallen short of your expectations. Some of the actions we have taken have been unclear, some have been contradictory,
Yes.
and some have been poorly explained, and some have evoked a lot of anger and opposition in all of you,
Rightfully so.
in many of you rather.
He's acknowledging, guys.
Implementation has sometimes been slow, and enforcement has sometimes been inconsistent and too harsh.
Yes.
This evening, I want to reaffirm my commitment and the commitment of the government that I lead to take whatever action is necessary to safeguard the life, the dignity, and the interests of the people of our country.
Yes.
The last time I addressed you, I said that we will soon be embarking on the third phase of our economic response to the coronavirus crisis by outlining a clear strategy for economic recovery. Cabinet is seized with this issue and will be announcing the outcome of what we are discussing when we have completed our work. We are determined and committed to ensure that all government decisions are taken in good faith, that they are reasonable and rational, and are based on empirical evidence, and that they do not cause much harm than good. Also, we are committed to be transparent, to take the nation into confidence, and to transparently be able to impart information to the people of this country. To continue to be forthright on the state of the pandemic. You want to know when things are bad.
Yes.
And you want to be told when they could get worse.
Yes.
We are committed to continue to engage and to consult with you. We are, after all, a consultative government. We are also committed to ensure that we continue to mobilize every resource
Yes.
at our disposal to support the most vulnerable and to give the greatest support to those most in need.
Mm-hmm.
And we are also committed to make sure that the funds that are dedicated to our coronavirus response are not wasted and that they are not stolen. Above all, I pledge once again to ensure that your rights are respected and upheld, and especially those who have been entrusted with this responsibility.
Yes.
As your president, as this government, we are firmly committed to meeting the expectations you rightly expect of us. Where we have disappointed, we will continue to make amends. Where we have made mistakes, and as I said, we are traversing uncharted territory. None of us has ever been through what we are going through now
True.
in the history of this country. We will make mistakes, but I can assure you, we will always seek to correct those mistakes. Our collective struggles over the past months
He is
have
Taz.
taught us much about ourselves and about each other. We have also learned a lot about this virus. Although there may have been differences and disagreements, there have also been amazing levels of kindness, of empathy, and compassion that has been demonstrated by many South Africans across the length and the breadth of our country. There has been courage and solidarity. like we have never seen before.
Yes, sir.
A very different South Africa and world awaits us. The greatest test will be our willingness to embrace change. We are now required to rise to meet this challenge. We need to stand as one family and one nation to build a new and stronger society and a stronger South Africa.
Oh, hey,
The
Marsha.
days before us will be difficult, but we will draw strength from what we have already achieved.
Yes.
And this challenge that we're facing now has presented us with enormous difficulties, but we are making progress and we are achieving some good results. We should recall the words spoken by the father of our nation, Nelson Mandela, 20 years ago, when our country was being devastated by another pandemic. He said, in the face of the grave threat posed by HIV/AIDS, we have to rise above our differences and combine our efforts to save our people. He continued to say, history will judge us harshly if we fail to do so now. As I end, let me offer the words of another leader who had to confront another difficult challenge, which was the Second World War and the Depression, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He delivered some words at a difficult time in the life of his own country. The state of this nation, he said, is good. The heart of this nation is sound. The spirit of this nation is strong. The faith of this nation is eternal. Close quotes. May God bless South Africa and protect her people. I thank you.
Yo, man. It feels so good to have a president, not just someone in an office. I love it. Yo, big shout out to Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, man. We are led. We are led. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. I'm about to reveal what's different about me, but man. Yes. This is also from my upcoming album, exclusive on the live streams only.
Ekhaya bayakudinga indleleni umntana zuza kulinda indleleni ekhaya bayakudinga indleleni umntana zuza kulinda yakhulumi dozi yakhulumi dozi waphume ekhaya liduma nje uhlaleleni lapha endabeni uyelele unhleka bayeni ukhupha amacheru lele we awusababhaleli walahla ikheli uyelele hliziyo ayideli uzoyisola ekuseni icala liboli indleleni ekhaya bayakudinga indleleni umthandazo uza kulinda indleleni ekhaya bayakudinga indleleni umthandazo uza kulinda yakhulumi dozi yakhulumi dozi yakhulumi dozi wathi indlela ibuza baphambi uzamaphude sekhuza mawukangile ekhaya amafutha yengandile ususekholi bakuthinte emanonini ulahlekile mfethu ngempela oh you got lost in the cheddar istimela simile babagibela kunini uHubu Mandela Melulandi ngome nkulu Cala uxolo kubaba omkhulu Hambolandi ngome nkulu Ucala uxolo kubaba omkhulu Ilelele nting ekhaya bayakudinga Ilelele nting Mthanda suzakulinda Ilelele nting ekhaya bayakudinga Ilelele nting Mthanda suzakulinda Yakhulumi dosi Yakhulumi Ilelele nting Yakhulumi dosi
068-041-8662. That's 068-041-8662. Talk to Maraza on stream.
Ngicela kuyaphila nkaba.
Okay. That was our leader, man. He has spoken. Braylo is already doing break dances. KD says fire flame emoji. Lennox Supalana says idlozi. Watangishisa impepho shisa sibuda khuluma nabo. Talk to your ancestors, my brother. Do not be afraid. Lennox, LG Taz says he showed the missus my twerking. She laughed. Be careful, brother. Be careful. She just might like this twerking. Which would make me your mistress. Yeah. Why do I degrade myself this way? Mayhem says, Iona, I trust you, my brother. Thank you. Smoother, we are led here. That's true, man. That is so true. I couldn't be happier. I want to play you guys right now something that I like to play for you. I got to show you now. Okay, it's gonna get dark for a bit.
Flexing and finessing.
Not knowing what to eat the next day.
Yeah. I came from the bottom of the bando in the belly of the beast, born and bred for the butter that was buried in the street. It's how it goes.
Listen, it's still a mess. I've accepted that I actually don't have enough space to clean up properly. Oh, look at that. This?
Yo, tell me if you guys can
This right here is an award. Let's talk about that. So,
do you guys
this, for anyone who doesn't know, which is most of it, it's an award from Slicker on Life, an amazing initiative. It's called Verse of the Year, and that's the award show dedicated purely to hip-hop verses, or verses from hip-hop musicians and hip-hop musics.
Thank you, Taz.
From hip-hop musicians and hip-hop music.
Tour, you'll see the rest
Damn
of
it.
Can you guys hear the audio in the thing that's playing right now?
I won this for a verse I did on a song of mine called Black Skin, aka Pick and Pay the Price. It's a song I dropped in 2017. This award is really, really special to me. A lot of people might not think that this is a special award. For instance, think about maybe, let's say, Casper, aka, or Questa on STC. Those guys have won huge awards. Some of them have won BET awards. I'm not sure, have they? They've definitely been nominated for BET awards. They've definitely won awards within Africa. They've won Sama Awards, Metro FM Music Awards. I've never come close. I've never even been nominated for those. But it's so important to understand that just because something is small in relation to someone else. All right, I'm gonna start it over because I stopped it. I wasn't sure. Yeah, listen, it's still a mess. I've accepted that I actually don't have enough space to clean up properly. Oh, look at that. This right here is an award. Let's talk about that. So this, for anyone who doesn't know, which is most of it, it's an award from Slicker on Life, an amazing initiative. It's called Verse of the Year, and that's the award show dedicated purely to hip-hop verses, or verses from hip-hop musicians and hip-hop music. From hip-hop musicians and hip-hop music. Damn it. And I won this for a verse I did on a song of mine called Black Skin, aka Pick and Pay the Price. It's a song I dropped in 2017. This award is really, really special to me. A lot of people might not think that this is a special award. For instance, think about maybe, let's say, Casper, aka or Questa on STC. Those guys have won huge awards. Some of them have won BET awards. I'm not sure, have they? They've definitely been nominated for BET awards. They've definitely won lots of other awards within Africa. They've won Sama Awards, Metro FM Music Awards. I've never come close. I've never even been nominated for those. But it's so important to understand that just because something is small in relation to someone else's goals and achievements doesn't mean it should start being small to you. This is a tiny award for a lot of artists, but for me, it is huge because it validates so much of what I do. Besides it being, an award about a verse, which is very important to us as rappers. It's such a huge thing for me because it is my first award. I've been nominated for awards before, and it's for something that every single rapper wants to achieve, which is having the best verse of the year, or the best verse of whatever time period, or the best verse in an album or in a feature. If I was to start now, looking at this award on the scales of other people, I'd honestly, I wouldn't appreciate it as much. And I really appreciate this. So, the lesson for this week, personally, I just feel like we need to get ourselves reacquainted with our own standards and our own achievements. Do not look down upon what you've done. Do not look down upon what you've accomplished just because someone else has accomplished a lot more. Your journey is your journey. Look at what's going on right now with the coronavirus. Everyone is stalled. Everyone is just stagnant. There's not much that we can do. None of us can effectively leave the house for fun and games. You can't travel to another province unless it's for tragedies like funerals. So we've been ground to a halt and humbled so much. At the end of the day, we can all be brought down by something as small as a virus. A virus is microscopic, but it has put countries on hold. It has put careers on hold. It has ruined and ended careers. So just because something appears to be small doesn't mean that thing's impact is the same as its apparent size. Because its apparent size is based on who's looking. The coronavirus, to my eyes, is tiny and microscopic. Even though we can't see it, it is currently bigger than all of us. So be proud of yourself, man. Be happy for you and measure your achievements based on your scale. And trust me, there's always some achievement to measure. Don't become stagnant, don't become lazy. But right now, when everyone is sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, whether they want to or not, looking back at some of the things that you did achieve before this time can really help keep your spirits up while we wait to navigate out of this incredibly dark period we are all facing as a human race. I really hope that you can look back at the things that you've done. Passing grade 1, that's a big achievement. Maybe some of you learned to drive, got your license, that's a great achievement. You didn't learn to drive, you didn't get your license, but you're still alive. When we've lost so many people along the way, that's another achievement. Remind yourself that you're worthy. Remind yourself that you're capable. And then, when this is all over and we go back out into the world, you'll be ready to face it head on and achieve even greater things. And they can become even greater if you continue to measure them by your own standards. All right, I love you all. And yeah. sure to clean up them.
All of my niggas could have made it, but they said and contemplated all the hating they be getting. They was waiting, I was gone, I was ghost.
Yeah. I'm an idiot. I am a stupid. I am a stupid. All right, let's go into the chats. All right, yeah, we can hear. It says Braille Man, Mr. Bully. Outtakes from Taz. Which Monday is this one? I missed it. Lennox, I'm not too sure, bro. It was a few weeks ago. Showing us your human side. Yes, sir. My human side is every side. Juvenile, that's a message from Taz, by the way. Yo, everyone, please show Taz some love, man. He's a good friend of mine from the United Kingdom that I encountered via online gaming. My favorite game of all time, Destiny, has exposed me to an incredible international group of people who are just filled with love and respect. And yeah, it has exposed me to some bad people, but what really matters more for me is the fact that it has also exposed me to some great people. And that is more important. And Taz is one of them. Show him some love, Marshes. KD says rest of the year. Shout out Raza. Thank you. LTD, you're back. What did you miss? I twerked. So you're fine. I don't think it's something you need to see. Wyatt says this is awesome, says Wyatt Martian. Emilio Beast says Mayhem Beats. Love that lighting in your room, bro. Thank you, man. I worked so hard on it, man. I'm gonna put out a video soon. Just detailing how I did it, because it was quite a lot of work. I started working on the lighting here in 2018. Yes. Seriously focusing on lighting then, like specifically lighting. I've always had lighting, but yeah. Namtanda Zulu says, I think we need to learn how to appreciate, how to validate. Okay, I'm gonna come back to this. Swooda says, yes, sir. And then it's how you feel. Allow yourself to feel that, says Namtanda. I miss our chats, but it's great to hear you. Always happy and boosting others and how they feel, see themselves. Always making people smile and laugh, among other depths you possess. We must chat soon. LG Taz, thank you very much. Okay, so I want to explain now why that message is particularly special. Taz was the leader of one of the biggest clans I've ever encountered. And basically a clan is a community of people created around one game. There was a clan that Taz created together with a South African, actually. I'm not sure who started it, but they're the founding fathers. Tom, TG, who was from South Africa, and Taz. And they started a clan called Forsaken Guardian Force. And in Destiny 2 specifically, you can have 100 members in a clan. And at some point, Destiny had, Forsaken Guardian Force had up to Forsaken Guardian Force 5. 5 different branches of members. And that's excluding, there was also a PvP branch as well. And I met Taz and I was invited to the clan and I started playing, and eventually I was made an administrator of one of the branches, which, guys, you have no idea. You have no idea how proud I was of that. It felt like I had gotten the dream job of my life. I was also particularly more depressed around that time, you know? And I didn't even make any music. I just gamed. I just played video games all day. And it's not that I didn't make music because I was playing video games. No. I was playing video games because I couldn't make music. I just was not in. If I had dropped the controller and not played, I would have literally sat and stared at the air. Because I had no energy and for anything else, man. Anyway, I was in a bad space. And you know, the best times were when I'm having dinner with my family and when I'm playing with the family I created online. Just like now, my best times are when I'm chilling with the Marshes. So I enjoyed it so much, man. And when he's saying that I always try and bring people up and make people feel better. That's exactly what he's talking about. I used to try and teach people how to do raids. I would help people with nightfalls, and raids and nightfalls are like pinnacle the highest difficulty activities in that game. By the way, if anyone downloads Destiny 2 in this streaming community of mine, if you have a PS4 and you get Destiny 2, hit me up, bro. Hit me up. I'll even sponsor some silver to get your swag looking good. I will play for hours with you just to get you into the game. Right now I'm getting DJ Yanga into it and he's really enjoying it. As well as Apex Legends, I play a bit of that. But the game that is closest to my heart, more than anything digital has ever come close, besides music, is Destiny 2. That thing, I can't tell you, I've cried in group chats there. I met an incredible group of people. And Taz is right up there. Oh man, beautiful times. I miss you, buddy. Okay, so I played that clip because I wanted to talk about something. Mr. President, yesterday was an incredible day. I have not been able to stop thinking about last night. Someone said, hey, why don't you go back, do the live stream again because we can't sleep. And I wonder if that person knows. But at the time, I also wasn't asleep. That stream was 4.5 hours long. Me and my family sat and watched it again. The entire 4 hours. Guys, when I started crying, my wife started laughing at me, right? And my son was also laughing at me. And then you guys did what you did yesterday. Then more donations came in. And then more donations came in. And then more donations came in. And before I knew it, I looked around and everyone else was crying. You have no idea how you impacted us yesterday. Just to see that moment of unhinged generosity and appreciation for something that I so often am embarrassed to share with like my elders or some other boys, some other homies of mine, especially those who are not into gaming, because it's just like I feel like everyone else would just think this is stupid when this is one of the most important things in my life besides my family, you know. It's an incredible source of therapy, it's an incredible source of learning. And to think that, you know, it might Make sure that's a limited fresh for the 10 rand donation. I appreciate it, buddy. Thank you. Masia went to 70. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, LTD. Thank you so much, Masia. Thank you, Baba. Thank you for it. So, Taz is saying, I hope I'm not overstepping the mark. However, Maraza, during a tough time in his life, still had that inner strength to build up others. That's a real, genuine, and awesome person from the inside out. You are not overstepping the mark, my brother. I had some really, really tough times, and I shared them openly with you. I shared them openly with these guys as well. Wired Martian asked, was that a vertical monitor on your wall? Sick. Yes, it was. That monitor is this one. It's the one I see all your messages on. This monitor specifically exists. Whoa! It specifically exists for this. I didn't see that. Oh, big shout out to Thingy. Yeah. Big shout out to LTD with the next 21 rands and a pair character stretching. Wait. I have to go see that. guys, I swear to you, I'm gonna figure out how to show the and a pair character stretching. Wait. Yeah, with the thumbs up. The pair character with the thumbs up. There he is. There it is. Lips closed, always, buddy. Hey, it ain't a thing, my brother. It ain't a thing. I truly appreciate you. You did not overstep any mark. Don't even worry about it. I've been through some very tough times. And the best thing I can do about it is speak about it. Because if I don't, it weighs down on me way too heavily. Thank you, Masia, for the 70 rands donation. He says, thank you, Maraza. LTD Fresh with another 21 rands. And the thumbs up from the pair guy. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you. So if anyone is interested in helping, you can go to streamlabs.co.za/MarazaMC or patreon.com/MarazaMC. This is definitely not a thing that's mandatory, but if you feel like you'd like to support the stream in some way, it'll be greatly appreciated. I am giving away a recording studio. I'm hoping that we can do this in June around my birthday, because it's going to be my birthday around that time. So I've already put together the monitor. I've already put together the cables. I've already bought those things. I've already bought the microphone and the sound card. No, not the sound card. I don't have the sound card. So all I need now is the sound card. It's the computer itself, the PC. And it's the monitors, the speakers. That's what I need now. And I'm going to put all of that together and give it away to... I still want to find a way to figure out how it's done. By the way, LTD, do send me that batch. I'll check it out. I still want to figure out what the criteria should be, but I think it should have a lot to do with the Grassroots every single Tuesdays. For anyone who doesn't know, the Grassroots is a platform where we listen to... Nomthandazo, don't go yet. I want to show you something. I'm not... Oh, damn! I haven't seen this one. Oh, thank you so much, man. You guys are insane. You guys are insane, man. I appreciate you so much. That was so confusing because I had the Wyatt Martian with 140 rands. Thank you. Wyatt got the wire. Wait, I didn't know there was dabbing emojis. What the hell? DJ Joe's in the building. Hey. Oh, man. Thank you to Wyatt Martian for 140 rands donated to the stream. LTD Fresh, 21 rands. Siabonga, 70 rands. LTD Fresh, 10 rands. And if you go back up, LTD Fresh started it all for today. Truly appreciate you guys. Shout out to LTD Fresh, Siabonga, and Mayhem, who set things off yesterday, and so many others who donated. I forget the names, but I don't forget the faces. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. That's what okay, guys, now I get it. All right, so because I'm stupid, it's mostly because I'm stupid, right? If you noticed, I kept asking people, Nomti, before you go, I'm going to leave you earlier than usual. I'm not feeling well and stuff. Have an awesome time. I'll watch the live probably tomorrow, so please make it worth my while. Nomtandazo, please tell me you're still here. I need to reveal the thing that's new. Please tell me you're here for now, just for now. Ooh. That's why I got the pain rolled up. That's why I got the train pulled up. That's why I got the pain rolled up. YouTube. Yes, she's here. Okay, cool. I hope you get well soon, sissy. All right, here we go. Which song do you want the reveal to happen to? Quickly. Someone mentioned a song from the EP. Nomti, we will have you in our prayers, my sister. Marshes, don't let Marshes die. I love you guys. Beast. Okay, cool, done. These are... You have no idea how accurate that is, by the way. You chose... We're going with Beast. You have no idea how... That's actually the perfect song for what I'm about to reveal. Because I am about to reveal a Beast. Don't laugh too hard. And Mayhem, meme this all you want. Okay. So, or maybe should I do it there? Let's do it there. DJ C Live says this is dope. Big shout out to DJ C Live. Thank you for joining us, man. Hey. Here we go, okay.
Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Bayakal, Sebeti, I'm in the sky. Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Raja, Trapping out the bendo. Came from the depths of Satan's crazy hellhole. Angi sabi for golo, mbali malinge for sholo. Yangen in bepelem the do, cutting bapendlem the truth. Making moves like the fuse, pitch up blue. Ginging gangazulu legi, shani sana babugeli. Kali pamshana dafi wala nangali so mama ngiteli. Izaba fellow gas. Tino we fellow gas, but me vele gas, bebengas. Bitch, I'm a penny blast, netty gas. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Bayakal, Sebeti, I'm in the sky. Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Spillion, Ndaiwesintizwa nyekinga ngempela. Ziyathuthi imbila ziyangizwa mangivela. Nanida ngivimba ngafika ngangena bentansi sumbila nsinisa mahleza. Sekufike mina ngisakhulule. Sengizesongweni yakusakhuphuke. Izikontraki zokhuphula izinga lenkinga kabhebhe yona ikahlule. Ngikushile khuzeka mshana. Subomnyama buyeza ntwana. Umfulu yakeleza mama luthukuthela uthubela baba. I'ma pull up in your trap. I'ma throw up on the track. I'ma just light up the primers to help niggas find it. You know I'ma snap. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Ginging ngangazululegi, nhlanyisa nababugeli. Khalipa mshana dafi wala nangali so mama ngiteli. Izaba fellow gas, Kono we fellow was, vele gas, but vele gas, bebengas. Bitch, I'm a penny plus, netty gas. Emilo beast, Emilo guy, Idalo feast, Tindalo sky, Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza. Bayakal, Sebeti, I'm in the sky. Skatsay kukulum polu yakeleza.
I stay strong through the pain blast.
Yeah, yeah. Speedy. It's Billy on. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Shawty say she thinks she love me most, yeah. Okay. Black on black, I pull up like a ghost. Okay. Yeah, she sounds like kissing qua boogie toast, yeah. Okay. Uncool me. Need to the lane. You hold me, aning for me. Uncool me. Need to the lane. You hold me, aning for me. Aning for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Spilling on, yeah. Ganang go pantul labe ma ala. Okay, shy and get kabungal no gitola. Okay, get listed together on my collar.
And that's what was different today. Sanbonani, my name is Maraza. Marsha just left the building. I was Marsha from the beginning of the stream up to now. That's what was different. I was not Maraza, I was Marsha. Guy. Let's see the chats. Hey, I'm feeling down seeing these guys donating and my card is declining. I appreciate the fact that you want to, Braylo. Thank you. When the time is right, the time will be right. I appreciate it. Thank you so much to everyone who's donating, by the way. You guys are affecting my life in a much greater way than you'll ever possibly know. Hopefully I can show you one day. Beast. LTD Fresh is like, what the fuck is going on right now? Makeup is what was different. Yes, Nomtandas is shaking her head. Don't judge me. Get well soon, sis. Mayhem, what is this sharp? Sebong, I can't stop laughing. LTD says the beast is out indeed. Mayhem Beats, yes, it was makeup. Yimilo beast for real. You are the beast for real, says LTD. Sabonga still laughing uncontrollably. Sikha Kosa, welcome, brother. KT, I can relate, bro. That's a Huawei. KT was complaining that his phone overheats a lot. I know what that's like. It just came to his mind. Uprelo, you're lying. You couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. You are ready to spend the rest of the night with this Marsha. You must check yourself, Prelo. Sabong. That's what was different, LTD, indeed. Now I finally understand why it looks like elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough here. Because it looks like words here, but it's actually... and I thought it was dabbing. Nigga, what? Says Smooth. Lennox is like, you all makeup. I did, bro. Smoke and mirrors. Yep. They always fooling us. Might as well. Gis Koko Foundation, your poo to Sebong. You all makeup, indeed. Sea Live is laughing at me. Sea Live, you worked in TV. You know why. How fit is on Taisla. Pete, this one is a Samsung. I have so many questions, Lennox. Let's start with the first one. Guys, WTF, I was Marsha for real. Marsha? Alright. KT, you think a dealing guy. Really a beast, Mr. Foundation. Replying to Maraza. Maraza, how much do you charge for a feature? I charge less than I charge for makeup. Marsha. Yeah, indeed. Anyways, thank you guys. Good night. Behave. Nomtandazo. We love you so much. Please get well soon. You have become an integral part of this team. Thank you for being a part of my family. You and all the other Marshers. Please get well soon. Siyakuthanda, siyakukhumbula. We'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully I'll be able to start it at 7 p.m. exactly. So that you can go to bed sooner. Appreciate you, man. Yeah. I tried to call him out of voicemail. My bad, bro. Bye, Numty. We love you. Lennox, send me please call me. I'll call you back. We are live. Call me right now on 068-041-8662. That's 068-041-8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Ladies, man, I'm the We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. LG Taz says, take care and stay safe, everyone. Times are not good right now. Oh, this thing is off. Oh my God. Huawei. Yo, send your love to LG Taz, everybody. Big shout out to everyone in the Marshall family. Send your love to LG Taz is saying, take care and stay safe, everyone. Times are not safe right now, and peace be with you all. Thank you, Taz. Same for you, man. It's a bit rough in the United Kingdom as far as the illness is right now. So please be safe, you and your family. You know I have nothing but love for you guys. 0680. Whoa. Oh, I almost called myself. I thought you were giving me your number. No. Try it now, bro. I swear to you, Fresh. Try it now. Try it now. Sorry. It was literally switched off. All right, I'm gonna start it like this. Cheers, brother. Before you go, before ubaleka mfowethu says sihle khosa uba ukwenzela i-mastering yakho. I used to do it myself. Yeah, sorry, I behaved like an idiot there. That was. Hello. Yo. I feel like you were about to say, hey, Maraza. Hey, Marsha. You are live, no Maraza, on the live stream. Someone on Kulmanawani.
Trying to guess who it is.
It is LTT.
Yes, Chief.
Of course. What's up, my brother?
I'm chill, fam. I was just making a couple of beats.
Oh, dope. Yo, by the way, man, if other rappers out here, listen, you know, I love people who, you know, you came here and you watched 3 hours of the stream before you said anything about what you do. When so many people were already plugging their own links, yo, check out my song, what, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but you were just quiet. And when you finally came out with the work, it spoke for itself. I've gone onto Twitter and seen so much more of your stuff. Bro, you are talented.
Thank you, boss. Thank you.
You are talented, man. Where are you from? Where are you based?
Nelspruit, but precisely Elokshini, Ematsulu.
Oh, Ematsulu kuphi mina ngathi Likazi, Pinar, Babaton.
There's before you get to Matsulu.
Yeah.
You first have to pass Ligazi. And I'm sure you've taken the route to Komazi, right?
Of course, yes.
Yes, it's right along those routes.
Oh, damn.
Komazi. Yeah, it's just along the N4.
Oh, bro. When I start touring for my single, I will be going to Komazi Radio, I'll give you a call, pass by there. We'll hook up for real.
Yeah, you must holler at me.
I will. Dog.
Oh.
Prelo.
Thing.
Yeah.
And another thing, our community just opened up a new radio station. So I might just pass them your EP as well.
Oh, that would be dope, bro.
Yes,
So I'll definitely come straight to your hood game for an actual interview in that radio station. I'll do that. You must take me to a nice Chisanyama spot.
Chilled and fun.
Naganjan.
All set.
You know what I'd love to see? Braylo, LTD, and Bradley, and let me know. I just forgot his name now. The turn-up department, man, in Intana Senkomazi.
What's his name? I forgot his name.
Yeah, he was over here yesterday. Lennox, I'm gonna call you right after this. He was here yesterday. He was in the chat yesterday. He produced for Bradley. He produced that walk song that we loved so much.
Oh, snap.
But he also makes music now. He's really dope. He's got a song called Makoti. I would love to hear something from all of you guys just coming together and representing in Nelspruit the way it deserves, because you guys are talented.
And funny thing is, that's what I'm trying to do. That's what I've been trying to do. Trying to link up with all these kids from around here.
Yeah.
Like, make people aware of what Nelspruit is. I understand that Costa Teach and Benny are doing that already, but there's not that full attention of like the full hip hop scene. Yes, in Nelspruit. So far,
wait, hold on. Is Costa Teach from Nelspruit?
Yeah.
So when did he start?
Like rapping.
No, being from Nelspruit.
He's always been from Nelspruit.
Oh snap! I had no idea.
He went to school in Nelspruit as well.
Oh snap! I had no idea. I thought he was just a Josie kid who grew up next to a hood. I genuinely thought like he might maybe be from places around Sandton and used to spend a lot of time in Alex, you know?
No, he also said it because he is from Nelspruit, Vale.
Oh, I've never heard that, but I live in a hole. I need to get out more.
It's understandable.
Yeah, but yo, thank you so much for the hit up. Thank you so much for your unending generosity on the live stream. I really appreciate having you here, my brother.
It's all good, fam.
One time, man. Stay blessed. I'll check those emails. We'll get to work pretty soon.
Peace, Marsha.
Bye, Marsha. LG Taz is saying he'd probably collapse if he tried to call me and got the UK bill. I fully understand, my brother. It is an arm, a leg, and 2 other families. That's what it costs.
Start a copy and hash to confirm this welcome tone at R4 per month.
Walk around. Hello.
Amaphoyisa aseNelspruit lawa singakukusiza.
Uqalile maraza. That's how you got rid of that guy yesterday. Hey, you are so scared.
What's good, bro?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm all right, man. For anyone who doesn't know, we've got Lennox Chipalana, a.k.a. Lennox Lone Wolf, on the call right now. Inability. How you doing, my brother?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
All right.
Everything's well, Marcia.
Yeah, I'm good, Marsha. Sean Page is in the chat right now. He's saying, leave Alex out of this. But I was actually giving Alex, I thought like, you know, Alex made him. And it's like, that's a great thing. That's a great thing. But no, he's talking about, I said, I thought maybe Costa was like just a dude from Sandton who spent a long time in Alex. And because it's obviously it's a very hood guy, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but the mayor of Alex has spoken. I shall respect and know my place. Big shout out to Sean Pages, by the way. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. AB Da Costa is in the building. What up, AB? Oh, snap. Bro, people who do big things are joining in. You see, the Marshes are attracting some amazing stuff. Let me talk to you, though, Lennox. How you doing?
They did. I'm all right, man. I'm all right. I'm just banging to the EP right now. I'm jamming all night.
What's the joint like you banging the most right now?
Beast, of course, man.
I feel like
it energizes me, man.
One time, bro.
One time.
As soon as I'm out of prison, like all of us are, I'm gonna hook up with Offense and we're gonna shoot something amazing for that. Because I'm shooting a lot of my own videos right now. That's why I was actually wearing makeup. But
I saw that. I wanted to laugh so hard at that.
Yeah.
I was so laughing. My tummy had the cramp.
I got the sorry, Fetu. I got the boo to put me on and make me look clean.
Why? Why did you do that? You were so fast, man.
Man, no, so it was for the video. It wasn't for the stream. But then I decided, no, it wasn't for the stream. It was for a music video. I'm shooting a music video. You'll see the clip soon.
Yeah, you really had me thinking hard. Like, what's different here? I was looking around all the street lights all the way. And then I noticed that you were using 3 cameras today. And I thought, that can't be different because we used them.
Exactly. Yesterday as well. True.
Yeah, you really got me thinking, man. Yes.
One time. I guess at least it means I'm naturally beautiful. You couldn't really see how bad it was.
Yeah, because even now I can't tell the difference, man.
All right, one time. I appreciate you. You too kind.
I really can't.
I can tell the difference a mile away.
Yeah.
I thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate having you here. And I really appreciate you being one of the Marshes. Have a good day.
Marsha.
And bye, Marsha. I'll chat to you tomorrow, brother.
Marsha. Thank you, man.
You're welcome, man. Thank you. That was Lennox Shipalada. Ulokungana. AP DaCosta is saying those sound effects. This is so dope. Shout out. Thank you so much. If you don't know who AB DaCosta is, he is a future. Oh, hell yeah. I went to his show once and I came out and I thought,
that was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Yeah. We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. Segui Sikati Zinda.
ezindabeni zehora leshumi ngiyusiphamandla Marsha wakamhlongo. Umongameli waseNingizimu Afrika owaziwa ngelika Cupcake uthe ukuthatha isikhathi namhlanje ekhuluma neziboshwa zakhe ezibizwa ngama-South African wazitshela ukuthi zisazohlala ejele kepha mazibekezele. Ukhulumela inyunyana yeziboshwe emakhaya ase-Afrika ngenxa yokuthi kune-COVID-19 akatholakanga ephawulile ngoba uhambe engayigezi izandla wathola icorona wafa. Ababukele i-live stream likaMaraza bebecabanga ukuthi babuka uMaraza kepha bebebhekene noMarsha. Babona ngoba uMarsha esephothulula udaka belinameke emlonyeni nasebusweni bukaMaraza kwayikhani kucaca ukuthi ingani umfana waseMpumalanga ethena hi Maraza. Okhulumela ithimba labantu bama-live streams phecelezi yoMarsha bakaMaraza uthe i-stream sayizolo besimnandi impela kepha komuntu ofisa ukuthi ahlale nalo sikhotheni amahora ayamane nokugamanxa. Esindabeni sokugamanxa kwehora leshumi ngusiphamandla Marsha wakamhlongo.
Ngicela kuyaphila ngani.
Tidididiting. Tidididiting.
Ngicela kuyaphila ngani.
Yeah, trust me. That might need to be the one. All right, back to the chat right now. It's quite alive. Ulente, people showing love to the mayor of Alex. I don't know if he has ever called him that, but that's what I have always regarded him as. Proudly carrying it on his back for a long time. By the way, Pages, you created one of the best skits I have ever heard in South African music. I am a big fan of skits. I'm a big fan of comedy, clearly. The skit you made called Whack Beat. Guys, I'm going to look for it online actually. That thing is phenomenal, not just as a rapper. But also as a sound designer. Oh, it is available. Oh, it is available. I'm going to play it, bro. I'm going to play it and then I'm going to get demonetized, but it's going to be worth it. Whack Beat skit from Sean Pages was a masterpiece in the combination of hip-hop bravado, hip-hop antics, comedy, and really sense-inspiring comedy. Like, the response from the Whack Beat was so lifelike. I could see it. I could see the beat talking to him, but it was ugly, dog. What I saw had like 6 limbs and 12 punanis. What you did there, because it sounded like it was like house, chipmunk music, whack hip hop, dope hip hop, and some techno, baqanga maskandi, fast forward, shangan disco. It was amazing. So as a sound designer myself, I really appreciated that. I have to play it. You guys have to hear what I'm talking about. All right, here it is. Sean Page's Whack Beat skit. Oh, I have to buy it. Happily. All right, let's check out the chats while this thing downloads. Sea Live is laughing at me, as does everybody else. Yay, sengiphuthile putting khona. Phuma emsebenzini. I'm a chef. I'm cooking for the people who are quarantined here. Oh, wow. Well, thank you for your service, my brother. That is very selfless of you. Costa's laughing. Those voices. Everybody's just having a good time in the chat at my expense, and I love it. Hi, Putukunjan. I listen to your EP every single day in the morning. All I can say is I can't wait for the full album. You're an inspiration, Bafo, says Danset Muzim Tetra. Sean Pages is laughing. You were about to all laugh with you. Yes, it was. Sechaba Koela says, dope stream. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Everyone leave a like on the stream, please. Yes, thank you, Savonga. And maybe more people will get to see it. All right, here we go.
The fuck is that? Yo, who is it? Who? What?
No, did you hear him? Did you hear it? Who is it? Who is it? This is the best. I said one off. I take it back. This is the best skit I have personally ever heard in South African music, and I've made a lot of skits, bro. Bro, that's the first. People are like, what the fuck? P. Cutter in the building. Oh, no. Did that have P. Cutter on the scratches? Oh, that would be so dope. What an interesting collaboration that would be. La la pela Joe shit. KD, we're growing.
The fuck is that? Yo, who is it? Who? What? Keep it serious. Yo, man, Whack Beat. What the fuck you doing here, B? Look, dog. I told you, and I told you again and again and again. I played you to Mo, he didn't like you. I played you to Tito, he didn't like you. I played you to Muggs, niggas just kept quiet. I played you to Dome, nigga laughed at me. I mean, like, I played you to Spaceman, nigga, like, just looked at me like, Paige, you gotta be kidding. I mean, so, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Nah, B, nah. Don't you think that's unfair, B? Yeah, I mean, yeah, cool. I know I made you, but I also don't wanna rap him. I'm serious. Dog, you better watch your mouth. Get out of my house, man. Get the fuck out of my house. You hurt my feelings. Shit. Can't believe that house beat sounded like motherfucker.
P-Cutter is in the building! P-Cutter is in the building! Awesome, my dad. We officially have a stream packed to the brim with nothing but Good God! What is Stream Day, man? That skit is phenomenal, bro. That skit is phenomenal. I already loved. Oh, snap. YouTube has officially surpassed Facebook now. We have more viewers on YouTube than we do on Facebook. Listen, it's tiny for many people. But the 22 of you here, for me, oh, it means the world, bro. Especially because almost all of you have been riding with me since the beginning, and we are 2 hours and 12 minutes in. That house beats, can't believe that house beats sounded like a motherfucker. I loved it. John Diddy Smash 1420. What's it, WTF? Everyone just really, really, really loves this thing, bro. I shout out Sean Page's classic skit. Brother, do you realize what you are doing here is getting huge, Buffalo? Keep up the good work. Well, done said, I'm having a ton of fun, and that's all that matters, man. What the numbers end up being is greatly appreciated. I want to shout out my donors, man. I want to shout out to everyone who donated today. Big shout out to Siabonga. Big shout out to LTD Fresh. Big shout out to Mayhem Beats, who donated yesterday. Big shout out to Wired Martian. 140 rands donated earlier. Big shout out to LTD Fresh, 21 rands donated earlier. Siabonga, 70 rands donated earlier. LTD Fresh, another 10 rands donated earlier. You can't see it here now, but I can do this actually. I can do this. There we go. Yep. YouTube's notifications are a bit nonsense, you know? So my super chats don't show up as often. If you'd like to support the stream, Maraza, it's patreon.com/MarazaMC, streamlabs.com/MarazaMC, or you could just super chat right here at the bottom of the chats. I truly appreciate you guys. Hold on. Now I want to play you guys my skit, right? And this, do not rate me against Sean Page's skit. If you hate me that much, you must go. Because so far, I feel like we all really love each other here. So if you want to rate my skit against that whack beat skit, that is the most unfair thing you can do. It's like the South African army coming to cuff an infant for being outside during quarantine. It's just unnecessary, right? That is in a different league. But it is inspiring nonetheless. And years later, I made this. This one is called Boya Benyati. Every single voice you will hear here is my own except one.
You want a piece of the
watch out for no way. Try to show you a piece. What did you matter? Spirit, I'm not sure.
I mean, spirit, the way God, come
out. I guess I take one.
I got you, come
Bueno, everything profile
participation.
Participation, well.
Yes, sir. Are you ready to go?
Let's go. You're free.
Excuse me, sir. I'm sorry. Let's go, gentlemen.
Hello?
Turn right.
Participation.
Sorry, guys, nawo amaphoyisa mfethu awumancane ngifaka inkinga. Mnumzane, yebo baba sanibonani.
Okay, sicela ukubona ilicense
Alright baba nakho khona ilicense ne
lapha ediphe.
yebo ikhona.
Bophi into leyo sayitsheni.
Participation sibanda.
UngaseZimbabwe ufayelwe
Mina lo mhlonishwa hawo. Angikhombisa passport wami nansi passport yami. Ukuthi musupha.
Njani nje impela udriver nguye lo papayo la.
Yazi
ngile rice.
Wathi bakhuluma kakhulu la. Wena siphumani? Ungubani wena pasili?
Pasilana asipapa repeat le. Awula papa repeat la.
Oh hlaniphe yakho.
Angikuhlakanipha vele la ngumSouth African ngiyahlakanipha la.
Unuka ama cricket phuma.
Cricket fireworks.
Wanuka ama cricket phuma.
Ungakompala etapho ngiyaphopa imbodlela.
Phuma ATM phuma.
Ngile mali lomona.
Alright angikhombisa passport.
Angidingi ipassport ngola eSouth Africa mina. Indawo kuphi njalo udingane? Mina ngiyudlovu.
Yeah ugodle ubona isilima kimi wena. Awusho ithakazelo zakini.
Ngilesithakazelo ezinlingi ngudlovu. Uboya benhlwathi.
Awamkhulu. Ewamkhulu asokuzwisa.
Into zonke ezikahle uboya benhlwathi lesito zendlovu le elephants.
Nangumntu umtshela ithakazelo zakini.
Ya.
Kwenzakalani?
Mina ngiyudlovu mina.
Undlovu.
Undlovu iletterback ngudlovu ivory. Uboya benhlwathi.
Angiyazekele.
Angidingi passport ngola eSouth Africa.
Ubani?
Uboya benhlwathi. Inja
mana fana ngubambe. Wena uyafidinga ukuthi ubanjwe wena.
Ungangibambela.
Webafo akaboshwe.
Ungangibambela.
Hayi siyakubopha phela ndoda manje.
Ngajilo umlima bakho. Sesibotshiweyo ke manje. Sikhambile manje.
Umchuni iphoyisa lesimba le.
Hayibo laphi inhlwathi eloboya.
Ngicela kuyaphila.
Wenuka ama cricket. Yabe jail time buddy. That's what you get. That is what you get. Oh man. Oh, where's the music? Come on, what's the music? Ah shit. I disturbed my music playing phone. We are live. Call me right now on 068-041-8662. That's 068-041-8662. Talk to Maraza on stream. I missed this call 6 minutes ago.
Since came away, God came at
Uboya benhlwathi. Siyabonga is love.
Ucela kuyaphila.
Siyakwamukela kwiMaraza live stream khuluma noMasha sikakuseza.
Awe Masha umqedelo umswati lana ngiyafa ngokuhleka.
Nangilo mswati. Awufike eMelika ngirepe ngeswati.
Angifuni Masha ukupaka.
So for anyone who was wondering, so I did the voice for participation, who's the Uber driver, and I forgot what I called the other guy, the one with the squeaky voice, and then Uboya Bentlati as well, and then I also did the voice of the first cop, and then I call another cop. That voice, the last cop who arrested him, was played by Mac Diba from the group Imikondo. Yeah. Prelo.
Yeah, that was dope, bro.
Yeah?
That was dope. I couldn't stop laughing, bro.
One time, bro. I'm glad you loved it, man. What have you been up to today?
Today, man, I've been teaching myself some editing.
Yeah.
Yeah, njengoba ngakutshela ukuthi ngenda ama-skits, so all along bengenda ngefoni yami, and some guy on the internet long recognizile wangibita studio sakhe enelspray wathi hi man.
That's dope.
Yeah, biyasitofunza nayi software lethithe, and ngiyajabula because I've gained something today.
Wow, that is amazing. Marshes, give Prelo Man the bully a round of applause. Please plug your Instagram page so that our people can go to your page and watch your streams. I mean your skits.
All right, I'll post them on the comments right now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, do that, my brother. Do that.
Yeah, and I was bengifuna kubuta something, bro. Are you using the same number off air?
No, this is strictly my on-air number.
Okay, because
yes.
I would like to contact you about something, because as an upcoming artist, I'm facing some challenges, and I'm very sure
so whenever you wanna get in touch with me to speak, and it's not something you can say over Instagram, send me a message on Instagram. I'll switch on this number and then I'll call you and we can have a chat.
All right, I'll do that.
It's not a problem. The reason I keep it switched off is because it's so widespread. People are calling it all the time. I'm talking at 3:30 in the morning, 4 a.m. in the morning, 2 p.m. in the afternoon, and they just call it like,
yeah, I can imagine, because
yeah, you know, yeah, exactly. And I don't wanna be rude, because I understand why. I understand it's a great opportunity for them, and in their position, I probably wouldn't call someone at 2 a.m. in the morning. Even when I was starting out, I was a bit more tactical with my approach, but I understand the hunger, I understand the excitement.
Yeah. It's
like
drop match.
Yeah.
Let me 4 lines,
yeah, hell, and then they call you from like a noisy area. They're like, hello, yangizwa. Hello, athi ngiphume, mana ngiyaphuma. I'm like, bitch, awuphuma ngani before you called? The fuck? But yeah, I know it's, most of them, it comes from a good place, and it's fine, dog. Whenever you want to do it, you'll hit me up and we'll talk.
All right, I'll send you a text tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
I can imagine what you rest.
Sure, I do, yeah. But no, actually, I'm probably going to get to sleep around 4 a.m. because I've got a lot of editing to do.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see you also learning some editing there.
Yeah, but I do.
You started a long time ago, so I'm expecting fire from you.
No, I didn't start a long time ago. I started this year.
Oh, only this year?
Yeah. So last year, I was getting equipment and focused on understanding it and using it better. Last year, I was completely focused on streaming and nothing else. And then when in March, when quarantine started, I started literally looking at YouTube and downloading things and learning from that. But I only started in March.
All right, that's crazy, bro. Because I saw that clip, it's crazy.
Thank you, man.
Editor corner, I see you appearing from your shades.
Oh yes, that exclusive music video I played you guys 2 weeks before anyone else sees it.
yeah. That was crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, wow. This is dope, man.
I appreciate that, brother. It felt so good to share that with you guys, because you've been such an integral part of the stream, and I appreciate everything you guys do and say and share with me.
Yeah. It's all love, bro. It's all love.
Naganjan for you. You have yourself a good night for now. I want to get back to the chat, so but I see you said Unogama cricket. yeah, they were from the club.
I like that line, bro. Unogama cricket.
Yeah, all right, good night, my brother. Lots of love.
Okay, let's go back to the chats, bro.
Cheers, bro.
We are live. Call me right now on 068
LTD. I got you.
8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream.
Teddy, that was for you.
We are live. Call me right now on 068 041 8662. That's 068 041 8662. Talk to Maraza on stream.
Let's see.
Drink powder. Spillion. Raza.
I knew the marshals had your back.
I just leave the body, watch the flame go up. I don't need nobody, get the pain roll up. Too much on my mind, this money I have to find. It gets me all the time, I got the strength pulled up. That's why 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 I got the strength pulled up.
See ya.
Nasty. What's if Alright, I need to keep my camera on. So I'm just gonna try and slot it into this corner here so that we still get those meme level reactions. Kalimfene.
But see, when y'all niggas coming down,
hey,
it's all entertainment. Okay, shop, I feel it. Oh Jesus, the flow sick and the steez of no visa. My niggas, we all tripping in knees. Us cover forgive. Yeah, Jesus, the flow sick and the steez of no visa. My niggas, we all tripping in knees.
I like that harmony in the background. I like that touch.
So I've been dealing all this cash kids, cause the inspiration hit a nigga like a stepdad. Matter of fact, gotta get it till the pockets very fat, verified G, got the vibe, burn that flag, vibe with a herb class. Yeah, I can't vibe with you girl bags, eyes on the goal, the nigga feeling like bird camp. Hot damn it, I'm hot damn it, hot and when I freestyle when you hot the pen game, hot as
I was about to say the video is nice.
Hot the fan. I don't mean to be your problem, man. It's the guy flows, the guy keep on depositing.
Hey.
Hey. But see, when y'all niggas coming down, it's all entertainment. Okay, shop, I feel it. Oh Jesus, the flow sick and the steez of no visa. My niggas, we all tripping in knees. Us cover forgive.
Look, I stay exclusive with the threads that keep the unreleased. Shane McMahon with the bars, no chance to give. Van Damme kicks, Monstees drip. Your top 5 rappers wouldn't even touch me. Now by the Miller Rock, I flick wrist. A couple spaceships on the side in case mans wanna get lit.
Yo, by the way, LTD, while going through your profile today, I saw this guy. He did something on one of your beats and then he did something on Witchy. And I really enjoyed it. So thank you for exposing me to him.
Middle finger got a big ring. Don't even try to go face to face with me, mans, I'm pretty. A couple faces on my neck piece. A couple bands for a 16. Smooth criminal, modern day Mike Jackson. Man, she see I'm a bad boy, but she do me cause my skin inked. But check them off, please. One thing about me, I caught myself in swimming sharks in the ocean. But now we crack shit. On production, I got cold, so we stay lit. Shit, just gotta forgive.
But see, when y'all niggas coming down,
coming up. Yo, LTD, Sean Pages is loving this. I'd love to hear what DJ C Live thinks. Hey, Sikara, what do you think? C Live, what do you think?
I'm picking up on all my inspiration.
LG Taz, what you think? I like that.
Kinda like a rising nation. Your timeless fragrance, you niggas testing my patience. Play me like they made it. Play me like they had that new Shabazi doing shuffles on their playlist. Amazing. How you flagrant, but act the victim when they call you out. You deceptive. I intercept them when they going off. Recorrect it. Better check it. I'ma go ahead and say it. Be Shabazi respected. I'm the nigga that your OGs come to flex with. The best shit since Essex. Smack attack for you to learn a lesson. Gang wavers on a mission. Taking over, leaving no room for no intermissions. You be staring up a barrel if I caught you slipping. Drug dealers do the time, never know forgiveness. Don't forget this. When the youngins acting wild and reckless. Pain don't never mind, just mind your business. I'm in this, it's finished. Any void arc will replenish. Gang wavers on a mission. Taking over, leaving no room for no intermissions. You be staring up a barrel if I caught you slipping. Drug dealers do the time, never know forgiveness. Don't forget this. When
cause we all trying to ease us.
I'm picking up on all my inspirations. Something vibing, kinda like a rising nation. Your timeless fragrance, you niggas testing my patience. Play me like they made it. Play me like they had that new Shabazi doing shuffles on their playlist. Amazing how you flagrant, but act the victim when they call you out. You deceptive, I intercept them when they going off. Recorrect it, better check it. I'ma go ahead and say it. Be Shabazi respected. I'm the nigga that your OGs come to flex with. The best shit since Essex. Smack attack for you to learn a lesson. Gang wavers on a mission. Taking over, leaving no room for no intermissions. You be staring up a barrel if I caught you slipping. Drug dealers do the time, never know forgiveness. Don't forget this. When the youngins acting wild and reckless. Pain don't never mind, just mind your business. I'm in this, it's finished. Any void arc will replenish.
Big things. Big. I want to show you the comments out there from the OGs themselves. All right, there's Sean Pages is giving it the French molto bella, very good. Not French, man, I meant Italian. And in French, les magnifiques. Let's go to Verdine Peterson, that's Pete Cutter. For those of you who don't know, put respect on that name. Says nice. Joint. Fire. DJ C Live says it's dope. So LTD, there you have it. I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. Let me tell you what I loved the most before I get to what I loved the least. Okay, let me start with what I loved the least. And this is not what I hate, it's what I did not enjoy as much as the other stuff. I think these guys sound amazing. As far as sound and delivery, cadence, and how they carry themselves in a song, you can tell that these are hip-hop heads. DJ C Live is like, Picard is sitting right next to me. He's also feeling it. That is suspect, but I know what you mean. Oh my God. Yeah, let me not make some dumb jokes with the OGs. I don't want to lose such a critical audience. What I think is really dope about them first is they sound so incredibly comfortable on the mic. And if you were here yesterday, which most of you were, Tuesdays, by the way, is from the grassroots, where we literally go down to the grassroots level of South African hip-hop, listening to up-and-coming people. Sean Pages, you heard it too, right? Listening to up-and-coming people, up-and-coming artists, giving them feedback, helping them grow. I truly appreciate all of you guys watching yesterday. And the most consistent advice that I give them is, you just sound like you just started. That's it. Some of them, there's whack ones, but then there's others where you just like, look, I hear the potential, I hear the talent. You just sound like you've just recently started. So go back to the studio, record more and more and more. There isn't anything specific that I can point out that's bad about the song, because you are talented, but you are not oiled up. These guys sound oiled up. These guys sound confident. It sounds like it was a short session because they just went in there and smacked it with confidence. And that's beautiful. Unfortunately, that's the one part as well that I feel like the verses fall short here and there. The reason I say that is because sometimes when people who sound as good as these guys, when people who sound as professional and well oiled as these guys rap, it's easy to overlook what they're saying. And because it's easy to overlook what they're saying, they also develop a sort of negligence in terms of what their words are, and begin to focus more on their strengths, which is what their words sound like. As a result, they'll have a very nice sounding verse, which they all do. And then you just have like little moments there where it loses, the weight that the voice carries, where, some of the lines are just like filler lines. You're just like, okay, cool. You're just trying to finish up the flow here. You were just trying to get to the next level of what you're saying. And that's not necessarily always a terrible thing. It's something that can definitely be worked on if someone hears that that's how they sound and then it clicks in the, which I think it can with these guys, and it can click. So I'll give you a perfect example.
I'm picking up on all my inspirations. Something vibing, kinda like a rising nation. Your timeless fragrance, you niggas testing my patience. Play me like.
So you see, I'm picking up on something that's got my motivation. Something rising, kinda like a vibing nation.
Rising nation. I'm picking up on all my inspirations. Something vibing, kinda like a rising nation. Your timeless fragrance, you niggas testing my patience. Play me like they made it. Play me like they had that new Shabazi doing shuffles on their playlist. Amazing.
I don't understand what it means by blame me like they made it. Blame me like they had that new Shabazi doing numbers on the playlist. It's like,
how you flagrant but act the victim when they call you out. You deceptive.
Okay, so what does flagrant mean, right? Conspicuously or obviously offensive. A flagrant violation of the law, right? Let's hear it.
You flagrant. Shuffles on their playlist, amazing. How you flagrant but act the victim when they call you out. You deceptive, I intercept them when they going off. Recorrect it, better check it. I'ma go ahead and say it. Be Shabazi respected. I'm the nigga that your OGs come to flex with. The best shit since Essex. Smack attack for you to learn the lesson.
So that one, all of that with flagrant was used perfectly, obviously. It'll go over a bunch of heads because just he's clearly got a good vocabulary, which is so important. And I didn't answer that question yesterday. But the best thing since is like the new Essex or
the best shit since Essex. Smack attack for you to learn.
The best shit since Essex. If he is talking about Essex in the United Kingdom, his line makes perfect sense because Essex is like, it's like the Los Angeles of, I might be absolutely wrong, but it's basically an affluent neighborhood where people do like a lot of like they have plastic surgery. It's very all about the looks, the cars, the houses, the boats, and all of that, and that's dope. It makes perfect sense. But in the context of where we are, how many people actually know what he means by that? Because I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people in the chat right now who are hearing about Essex for the first time. And there's people in the chat right now who have heard about Essex but don't know why he's referring to it and why he is the best since Essex, which means he's really the best because Essex is a very high standard of living, a very high standard of appearance, amongst many other things. So it's not that what he's saying is whack. It's not at all. It's not that it's wrong. It's not at all. It's a good metaphor. It's a really, really good, strong metaphor because I am a nerd who sits at home and watches BBC channels and eventually got to see Essex. All right? So for me, I feel like, the enjoyment comes more from how he's saying it and less of what he's saying. And that's why I'm saying if he would focus more on what he's saying, he'd probably get to the realization, maybe to keep my audience in the song, let me use a different metaphor. Not necessarily one that's just pedestrian, one they're just going to catch. Something that's definitely, inspires thinking, but will not require flipping through DSTV channels or Googling stuff and locations and the background of an entire neighborhood. But more than that, this is dope. The song is nice. I really picked up the juxtaposition of what you did. So, for anyone who didn't notice, this music video, even though it's shot in the same hood, if you ignore the hood and you consider the styling, the props, and the immediate locations of the people who are rapping, you'll start to see an interesting concept develop visually. We have someone who is a car guard, or also like a bit of a screw. Car guards generally are, dudes who didn't really make the best decisions in life. either maybe ended up on the streets or more than likely did not finish school. Okay? So you have that car guard there. Then you have the guy in a suit, the businessman. The guy who's answering business calls in the middle of a dusty place in a township, which I thought was really cool. Like I genuinely, I know that maybe if you had access to like an office park, you would have shot it there. But I love the fact that this suave businessman who's talking about Essex and all of those things that are so up there is still in the hood and is making those deals from his hood. There is an important lesson to learn there for us as the black community. There is an important lesson to learn there for us as South Africans who are still trying to come out of poverty. You don't come out of poverty and then leave the people who are in it. You come out and you try and eradicate it around you bit by bit. And if there's more of us doing that, I don't expect one person to save a neighborhood. But if there's more people in the neighborhood doing what they can for their immediate surroundings, you'll see our hoods become better. So you have that person. So the car guard and his absolute opposite, the owner of the car he guards, the guy who's doing business deals. And then in the middle of it all, you have this kid who's in high school. And this kid, depending on the choices he makes, depending on the choices this kid makes, he can either turn out to be the guy in verse 1 or he can turn out to be the guy in verse 2. Depending on what he does while he is in that place that made him dress like he did, which is uniform. And for me, I actually see the dog there as a further metaphor for his hunger and, you know, and how much he's trying to get it, you know, his vigor and his just his determination and his the lack of patience that you have at that age. Glad you picked all that up. That was my whole idea. Yes, I did pick it up. And I love it. Really love it. I'm going to listen to one more. Requested by Usiabong. Lennox says, respect. One time, bro. I love this thing, dog. I really love what I do. Like this thing that we're doing, I really love it. So, you know, you probably didn't expect me to spend 20 minutes on this video, but it gave me so much to talk about. And again, Pressure Tiza and Bazi Shabazi. Well done, fellas. This song is dope. I love you guys. Just like, yep, I did decode the whole I saw it. Don't cut yourself short. You did it. You delivered. Even with the little you had. Lennox says, respect. And I told him exactly what to wear. Yes, sir, Mr. Director. This is cool entertainment, man. I dig. Sea Life, thanks for alerting me. Oh, dog. Am I too old for this? No way. I'm 31 with 3 kids, dog. Also, I'm 32 I'm 32 in exactly 1 month. Am I 32 or 31? No, I'm 31. Wait. $1989. Yes. Don't laugh. I'm 31 in 1 month. It is the 13th of March. I'm turning 31 on the... Lennox, stop it. Don't start. I'm turning 31 in... at the beginning of... on the 13th of June. All right, I'm going to look for yours. I did forget my years, bro. You guys. All right, I'm going to play you... I want to play you something.
Listen, it's still a mess. I've accepted that I actually don't have enough space to clean.
I'm going to switch this off real quickly. Oh, this is the live version of Kwan, by the way. Sean Page is exactly, bro. Exactly. You stop counting. Okay? You know, I forget how many kids I have. I want to play you guys this. This is the very first Monday Motivation with Maraza that I did. And I want at AK Entertainment, please, bro, stay. You are not too old for this. I'll show you just how old I actually am.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, hold on. This is way too dark.
Here it comes.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Oh, hold on. This is way too dark. Come inside. Sanbonan, Umaraza, welcome to my humble abode. This here is my studio. I'm gonna give you guys a proper tour of it at some point. But today I wanted to talk to you about something that is really, really important. Now, you might be looking at this setup here and saying, hey man, this guy has an amazing studio. First of all, I've seen better. Second of all, it's not as great as you think. I mean, yeah, sure, I can make cameras float in the air, but that's neither here nor there. What I want to talk to you about today is using the opportunity with the tools you have and the time you have instead of waiting to have a better version of each and every single one of those things. Sounds confusing? Well, bear with me. I'm going to break down exactly what I mean, but first of all, let's settle you down. Okay. Now, I'll be the first to admit that I have a pretty good studio setup, but it wasn't always this way. You know, with my show that I do on Tuesdays called The Grassroots, where I listen to young undiscovered artists' music, give them some much needed advice, there's a common thread whenever I try and tell people that they can do exactly what I do, if not far better. Oh, well, Maraza, you know, you have all of this equipment and I don't have that. And to all of you out there who might also be thinking the same thing, I just... Wake up time. It's 6 a.m. in the morning and I'm doing vlogs. Oh my God. Anyway, to all of you guys out there who might be thinking exactly the same thing, I just want to say this. Where do you think I began? I mean, seriously. Does it honestly make sense to you that I started with all of these things? It shouldn't. But if it does, no. No, that's not at all what happened. Here, let me show you. Everything you see behind me is a product of a lot of years of hard work and slowly trying to acquire some of the things you see behind me. But everything you see behind me is not the reason I do what I do. In fact, most of this stuff is not mandatory for me to continue being a creator, because the most important thing is the two things that I was born with, the two things that you were born with, and that's this and this. And nothing beats this. Nothing can, for me at least, nothing has. And for as long as the physics of the universe stay true to what we know that they are, nothing ever will. Yes, resources are very important. Yes, resources can make one's journey easier and oftentimes even shorter. But resources are not the be-all and end-all. That's how I see music, and that's how I see education. I've seen some of the most privileged individuals squander opportunities that many people who come from where I come from would die for. I've seen so many kids who come from places that village kids would only dream of visiting once in December. Kids who had everything they wanted achieve far less than the village kid who has the only two things he truly needs. And the kids from money, the kids from the suburbs that I've seen who made themselves into amazing things would have made it even if they'd come from the same village as I did. Because it wasn't their resources that took them from point A to point B. It was their talent and their passion. And the extra resources only helped those kids achieve that same success with a different, slightly easier route. I mean, honestly, if I'm being completely honest, all my current resources have not made me a better musician at all. You know what has made me a better musician? A producer called Young Tune. This is my go-to producer. He is the guy who's making all of my music right now, and he dreams of having a studio like mine. Whereas I dream of having a talent and a passion like his. That's why I'm so happy to go to his basic bedroom studio in a very rough part of the neighborhood, because the talent and passion that comes from that room outweighs anything I've outputted in this room ever since it got as flashy as it is now. So if you're thinking, well, Maraza, that's very easy for you to say. You already have your studio. Just remember, I never, ever would have made it to this point if I had waited to get to this point before starting on my journey to this point. And what I mean by that is you do not need a leather soccer ball and fancy soccer gear to start practicing to be a soccer star. You don't need access to a fully kitted laboratory in order to ace your physical science exams in matric. We do not overcome challenges by waiting for them to go away. We overcome them by finding ways around them. And growing up, I had a lot of challenges that could have stopped me from getting here. I'm certainly not where I want to be, but I'm a lot closer because I started my journey with the little that I had. I always had time, I always had talent, and I've always had tenacity. And looking back, that was more than enough. When I was finishing high school, I studied using candlelight. I walked 2 kilometers to school every single day. I crossed the same river 2 times. The only things, looking back, that I wish I had is access to Gelezanati every single morning, as well as someone to give me just that extra boost of motivation to remind me that I am more than enough to face and conquer any and everything that is put before me. And that all the resources that the world says you truly, truly need, those are just a means to an end. The real engine is here, and the real worker is here. So join me every single Monday at 6 p.m. It's Monday Motivation, courtesy of Gelezanati via their Instagram page. We're going to be having a lot more talks, you and I. I'm so happy to be back in your space. And I really hope that today, I've at least instilled in you a self-confidence that I desperately wish I had when I was in high school. I'll tell you what though, it's the only other thing I wish I had. More than anything, I'm glad I had these two. See you guys next week. 6 p.m. sharp. You can do it! Excel, what's going on, everybody? Umaraza Lona. I am live right now from 7 p.m. on Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and Mixer. Tune in to the Lama Game, chat, it's international lockdown, but we can still have fun. And I'm going to be having all of my fun tonight with you, so I can't wait to see you there. Umaraza.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, I played that because you're the perfect illustration of it, LTD. It's not waiting to have the things that are the best of the things you're going to be using. Using what you have at the time, you can still get your message across. That kid, if you had a bigger budget, if you had a bigger budget, that kid would have been in school with other school kids. If you had a bigger budget, that car guard would have been guarding more cars in an actual mall where they operate. If you had a bigger budget, Shabazi would have been in an office, in a boardroom with actual business partners. But you didn't have that budget. Yet you didn't allow that to stop you from pursuing the vision you had intended in the first place. That, my friend, is tenacity. That is tenacity. And that is the stuff that still inspires me to this day. Seeing people in the same position that I was in 10 years ago do things that I'm still dreaming of doing 10 years from now. And, you know, if you are able to conquer the limitations of your mind, it's such a cliche thing. It's such a cliche thing to say. But it's so incredibly powerful. When you have an idea and the first thing you say to yourself is, oh no, I don't have the resources to do it. That's failure. That is failure. Trying to execute the idea and executing it poorly is not the failure. The failure is deciding before you've started that it's not going to happen. When I started production, all I had was a keyboard. I did not even have a sound card. I had hi-fi speakers. I used hi-fi speakers. I didn't have a keyboard. By a keyboard, I mean keyboard, computer keyboard from my aunt's computer. And then eventually, I took money and started buying things bit by bit. Then I dive into poverty big time, sell things off, pawn them, then try and come back again over and over and over. But there was never a point in my life where I just didn't try anything. And that is really critically important. Yo, Sean Pages.
That
was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh? Yeah.
Big shout out to Sean Pages. What he just said right now is absolute gospel. The add-ons, upgrades, and resources come with the journey. But if you do not have the mind and heart for it, that journey will reach a quick stop real fast. That is so true. That is so true. It does come with the journey. There are so many steps that can be taken leading up to something big. There's always something you can do in the meantime. And I always think in that way, like, what can I do in the meantime while I'm trying to do something that's really, really huge? What is it that I can achieve in the meantime? Musbo Uti, Wangniga Temba before Pete Cutter says Maraza TV. Thank you, bro. That's quite the compliment. Because, I mean, look at this face. It's a face for radio. Konja Maraza had dreadlocks. That's how far I started following you. Anyway, great words, bro. Thank you. You're welcome, brother. These are the kind of speeches we're trying to hear. Aibo, fellow South Africans. Mkulu. Fellow South African is fine. LTD says he's even more inspired right now. Words of wisdom from Siyabonga Maraza before the lockdown, looking fresh. 24 people, Siyabonga and Lennox having that exchange. No, KD, I remember this one, says Lennox. He's been watching from day one. AK Entertainment is home to those fellas. Okay. Oh, that's so dope. Playing prepackaged content. You're winning, boy. Wednesday Dlamini. Thank you for acknowledging that, because I spend way too much time on that shit. Sean Page is like, facts. I'm forever 28. Fuck y'all. We agree, brother. All right. So show me that link again, Siyabonga. We're gonna watch yours. That's gonna be the last thing. As we prepare to call it a very beautiful night to any and all of us. YouTube holding very strong. I'm trying to see what you posted on me. For me. Shrilly MMR. All right.
Tubula magazine, bati I'm so magazine. Daba dana sebe twele ngale juice. It better keep see hopping at the coupe. Yeah. Came from nothing, now we on the roof. Yeah. And swelling in, they came in, Quello 17, those who reveling, Batole, Pema second in, I got the medicine, but you case like a theremin. I got the sauce and she want the same thing.
I complained that someone said something that was a bit out of reach, and I'm the one who's out here telling people, Betu case like a theremin. Alright, let's check out Siyabonga's homie. That was dope. I really like that.
I really haven't done this in a long time, so
I really love that. That was dope. Music, my remedy. That's like my favorite thing about what we just saw is it's from such a relatable place. Like, this is my sanctuary. You know, I've given everything to this. And it's funny. The music industry hurts me the most. But the music art form heals me the most. So it's a gift and a curse, you know? But I don't know if I'd have it any other way. I don't know. I don't think I would. Shout out to Verdine Peterson, a.k.a. Pete Cutter. We're saying fire flame emojis. Sebonga says, that is my high school friend, LTD Fresh Fire Flames, DJ C Lives. Bless up, KD. I can't do it today, my brother. However, because I have to go, and that's why sometimes I refuse to take even the first request, because then there'll be another, and then another, and then whoever doesn't get into it, it's, okay, god damn it. Last one, because now I feel bad. No one must ask me anything else, please, only because we have to call it now. It's been crazy. Campus Entertainment, thank you so much for the love. Maraza is in the future. I'm going to copy everything. All right, that's one way of doing it. I appreciate the love, though. Ghetto Child or Buster MC. I'm pretty sure you could come up with something better, though. You know? Take inspiration, not copy. AK Shabalala as Mkaka, YFM. Okay, Silive, please tell me what you mean. Innocent Tembo says, Aibo, your EP is flames, oh, thank you. Ghetto Child. Yo. Legends in the stream. What? Hold on, bro. Is that who we have here? Is that who we have in the stream? Awusukani madoda. Oh my God, man, that's amazing. AK Entertainment, thank you for taking the time out of your undoubtedly busy schedule. Oh, damn, bro. I had no idea. Ngiyabonga, mfethu. Ngiyabonga, I appreciate you being here. Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Clive, thank you for bringing these folks you're bringing up, man. I'm really, like right now, I'm energized to go even further. I'm energized to go even harder. All right, KD, quickly, is this it? Get Your Child birthday wish. KD Dizzle. All right, let's play birthday wish. This is the last one for the night, and then I'll tell you what we're going to do about it right after this. Hey.
Hey, wanna pull up in a new whip. Got the neighbors asking who's this? Oh my God, it's that new kid on my playlist. It's my new hit. Don't worry, I got the blueprint. Flood the internet with exclusives. Kadu Gogo asking who's this? Fano Musha and it's so clean with a new whip and it's so neat. Then they tell her that it's all me. Here to take you for some shopping. Don't worry, I got it, it's on me. Zinto ziyashangana slowly. When I tula wenze ngatawboni. Nini beng penduli nyoni. I'm coming for everything you owe me.
Yeah, boy.
We be winning, now we up.
on that hook.
All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there. All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there. All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there.
Then I pull up in my new crib. See my wife with my 2 kids. They my life dog true-ish. They my life dog true-ish. Plus I still got the same click since way back, man, in 03. Then in 06 lost Lil Z. Ay, I had to get it. Ay, I had to go out and get it. Ay, show these kids they can get it too. I had to make it all happen. Ay, live a legacy before we're through. Tell my nephews that I got this. Tell the neighborhood I got this. Let the city know I got this. Let the city know I got this.
Shout out Apendule Pagate. Shout out Ace King.
All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there.
This is such a nice song.
All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there. All I do is smoke it up. Got my in the cup. We be winning, now we up there. Now we up there. Now we up there.
It's so vibey, bro. It's so vibey. Snowman Films, I've heard of that. Temple Hook. That's so dope. That's so dope. I'm definitely demonetized, without a doubt. But I really appreciate it. That's good music, man. I really love that song. And the guy before, your friend, bro, your friend is dope. I really hope something happens to lift his confidence, man. Because you did say he wants to quit, and he has some really, really dope things to say. He's just slightly on the underdeveloped side as far as the confidence is concerned, you know? He sounds like, on the song, he sounds like a shy guy. And might be true. But I just really hope that he gets his confidence boosted real soon. All right, before I go, I'm going to hit you guys with an exclusive. I don't even think this song is finished. I just want to play it for you. And then we're going to end it off with Beast.
Bati, Bati, Galoma Bangona Bati, Uma Bangona Bati, Gaining Kuzmalang, in Kuzmala, Oquini and Jonalang, Wonga Malang, Pushy Smoke all alone. Y'all know I go for it, pronto, yo, Martin Kumang. Let's get to the chase, yeah. I'm too much.
Hold on. Apendule Pagate. I need to tell you guys this. Big shout outs to Apendule Pagate. Right here. Here he is. This guy was the very first person to donate to my live stream. Ape, I really wish you could have been there yesterday and today and watch all the generosity that came my way. I was crying. Yo, bro. It was very special, man. It was really, really special. I even mentioned you then, and I really wish you could have been here, man. It was just like, it was such an outpouring of love from... Okay. Not going to get emotional about it again today, but I love you, bro. Thank you so much for starting what you started with me. Thank you also so many people. Siabong, KD, LTD Fresh, Mayhem Beats, and so many others for all the love you've shown me yesterday and today. I truly appreciate it. Don Lebzotic says, this is fresh content. The hook is fire, says Onkopote. Amazing vocals, says Juvenile. Nice song from Umzo the Best. And Temple Hook, that's Musicaholic Mdolo. And Sean Pages says it's a vibe, of which I strongly agree. Raza is back, says LTD, for real. And I'm Simba, for real. For real, AK Entertainment Africa is the XYFM DJ AK Shabalal. I remember AK Gunshot, AK When I was reacting earlier, trust me, I knew exactly who it was. He has a footprint in my career. He has a footprint in my career. Dudes. Dude. Anyway, AK C Live pages, P Cutter. I hope you guys like this. It's a joint I'm working on. That's gonna be one of the singles off my upcoming album. Yeah.
Y'all know I go for it pronto, yo. But think put my let's get to the chase, yeah. I'm too much, fresh out the gate, yeah. I pull up, get it in. 2 cups to the breeze. When the stretching is low, sometimes you can know. Yeah, yeah, since you beg, I'm shiny, been shellet hollow. Been sour mazolo, I'm shabby no coco. Munjo my nigga, I'm capu pepe lazita, my bang bona, but in any goes my life. In goes my life, oh Queenie and Jonala. Wonga malang and pushy small low. Oh low. Y'all know I go for it pronto, we go betting getting goes my life. In goes my life, oh Queenie and Jonala. Wonga malang and pushy small low. Pronto, yo. Bitch, I've been grinding for days. They've been riding the wave. So sublime when you dive in with perfect timing, it pays. Man, the zombies, the stamina, sabi, young is a pair. Let's up 90 year band training. I think my tita fam. Yeah. I was living at the Porto Mende. Yeah. Tell them I'm figuring you try to bend it. Yeah. The Yagel is Spanish in Columele. In the Bani Figan Lele. If I was getting goes my life. In goes my life, oh Queenie and Jonala. Wonga malang and pushy small low. Oh low. Y'all know I go for it pronto. We go betting getting goes my life. In goes my life, oh Queenie and Jonala. Wonga malang and pushy small low. Oh low. Y'all know I go for it pronto. Babuzi mandeni, I'm fresh on the daily. Mangis and banging me. I go on tegi. Baby ngang begi, shy benga shaggy. Manjing ngomang sabangengi. But Maraza ga shelly, yang sabameli. I am the truth, yeah. Got him jumping out the roof, yeah. You pumelele, pumupele, get it cool, yeah. I am the truth, yeah. Got him jumping out the roof, yeah. You pumelele, pumupele, get it cool, yeah. Inkuz mala, okoni and Jonala. Honga mala, push small. Y'all know I go for it pronto. Osman, Kungeni Kuzmala. Someone said Maraza's back. Your pen game is on another level. Which reminded me of the song I have called Sing Buile. I promised you one exclusive, now there's a second one. Buile. It's for you. Sang Buile. Kalang hamang bagulis with fooling dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, dude is great, oh yeah. Kalang it pushang, pandamo. Buka macam ya funang, bada bongke bengkagulis with fooling dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, dude is great, oh yeah. Billion, kuna basinya ikukumeza, ya feeling him kulimbela. Lemfene na nitumela. Ihlulekile kunikhulumela niphupimpela ngiphuphe phuma umpetha betting uyelo. Ngisaphetha mangishone mumba kuyo umcibisholo. Ay, lo mina vukile buyile kujuzile zongela ngoma vutile shisile thatha umlilo wote yeah. Ngimkhulu kakhulu uNkulunkulu nika umkhulu umzukulu isikhulu khululeka khehla makhulu sokhale kukwini ngiyakuyile. Sangvukile. Kalang hamang bagulis with fooling dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, dude is great, oh yeah. Kalang it pushang, pandamo. Buka macam ya funang, bada bongke bengkagulis with fooling dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, dude is great, But the punk penka to this way, fully dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, do this great, oh yeah.
So very much. One more look at the chats right now. But LTD Fresh says Marsha exclusive. Hey Marsha. Bengazi ukuthi ngenzeni.
Vutile shisile tatu mlilo hey yeah.
Khulu kakhulu uNkulunkulu nikumkhulu mzukulu isikhulu khululeka khehla makhulu makhala kukwini. Sengibuyile. Ooh-wee. Hey, Peter Costa says this is too nice. It's a hit, man. This just reminded me of why I fell in love with your artistry. Thank you, brother. And it's been so long, man. I'm glad I can still entertain you. Your pen game is on another level, says KD. Fire Flames from Musia Bonga. Goat, fire, goat, Ipraileo, Spuda. Inja. Nile Kunzi. Nile. Yes, that voice behind the hook is fire. Says Umsheng Shabalala Matot and Gabonga Kuli Clive. Thank you. Ololo. Njo man. Sugan Matot and Gaitanda Lisa says Usihle Kosa. Meldice, I'm a preset, I'm a vocal. And you know, ironically, I do my recordings myself. Only until recently did I start working with a different engineer. But throughout, I was just engineering myself until like last year when I met Young Tune. This tune. He was talking about Kunzmalanga. Yes, that's Clive. You got one, says Pages. I truly appreciate that. There's so many, man. There's so much love. Dope camera switching on beat, says Sichaba. A school's above. Mic is low. I lowered it on purpose. I didn't. Oh, it's still low, Namanj. Sorry. I was lowering it to rap. Fuck, I'm an idiot. The way I turned that up, if you say Umakelane, KD, that's the right way to do it. Your accolades are overdue, bro. Thank you, man. Says Zugolo Akekona. WTF, that mkulu line. Yes, it goes. Ngimkhulu kakhulu, uNkulunkulu unike umkhulu umzukulu oyisikhulu khululeka khehla, makhulu amakhulu azokhala ekhukhwini ngiyakholwa. Ngimkhulu kakhulu uNkulunkulu unike umkhulu umzukulu oyisikhulu khululeka khehla, makhulu amakhulu azekhala ekhukhwini ngiyakholwa. That's what it is. You're back for real, says LTD. Fresh on Pages, fire flame emojis. That time out really did wonders. Yeah, bro. Umasia uti, I'm a vibe. Hey, Maraza. Both joints are fire, says my homeboy V Cutter. I really appreciate you guys. All right, well, thank you all so very much. I see all your comments. I'm going to join the chat on YouTube just a bit, as has become customary. But before I go, I want to say, since every single Tuesday, we have the Grassroots, right? And in the Grassroots, we listen to umculo from undiscovered artists. I want to start something on Friday. We'll see what we call it. On Fridays, I want to watch music videos from undiscovered artists and from undiscovered music video directors, all right? So it's just giving people feedback on their music videos from a consumer perspective. I'm not a visual professional. So it'll just be, I have background in TV. I worked in TV for a few years. I direct, I write, but I don't consider myself, a benchmarking opinion in any way. So we'll come together on Fridays, and I think it's more appropriate for the day as well. It's very visual. There's going to be a lot to laugh at, which is always nice. And we'll obviously get down and look at their work, give them a chance, and give them advice that's going to help them grow going forward. Remember, we started these platforms because far too often, young artists who could have been incredible, but who are just not incredible at the time, are given feedback that deters them from trying again. This platform, from the Grassroots, and now the new one we're going to build, it's about feedback that lets a young artist understand what their weak point is so that they can become the better version of themselves they hope to be. So we're not shutting people down. Yes, we do laugh if something is funny. And also it's hip-hop, If it's whack, we'll say it's whack. But we're not going to be like, you're trash, you should never do this ever again, or why the fuck did you start recording that? No, that is not the space and the community we have. There's too much love here. So we're going to be doing that every single Friday. We'll start it this coming Friday. Thank you so much to all the donors for today. I truly appreciate you. I'm going to take a break tomorrow. It's not a break I want to take. I think also I don't want... We've been streaming non-stop from Monday. It's Wednesday. The Monday stream was 2 hours. Yesterday's stream was 4.5. And then today's stream so far is sitting on 3 hours and 24 minutes. So, yeah. DJ C Live, is this your new single? No, it's not, bro. But, well, thank you. When I drop the album, I'll definitely put it as one of the first ones. Shout out to Siyabonga says Lesego. So should they send their YouTube links or must they send a video straight? Tapelo tip. Now, in this one, it can be very different. Please send your link to marazalivestream@gmail.com. Send your link to marazalivestream@gmail.com. I will then download the video so I can play it later on. All right? So I greatly appreciate all the people who donated today from the bottom of my heart. Your generosity knows no bounds. Ngintanda kakhulu. Hopefully you guys can take this break tomorrow and recoup your data in I'll see what the demand for the stream is, but I really want to, there's a few minor things that I want to fix, and I really, like, your gifts to me are incredibly generous and important. I don't think it's right for them to not be celebrated the way they are. I really do try and celebrate it, and I say thank you as much as I can, but I want to have the pop-ups. I want it to pop up so that I never miss any again. You know, I missed the very first donation I ever got. It was 35 rands from Apendule. I missed it, and I saw it like a few days later when I was watching the stream, and I saw it pop up in the chat, and I'd missed it here. So I want to figure out how to get YouTube super chats to show up here. So I really want to take the time to fix that. Kusasa. Also, I'm editing the video that I said I was shooting, the one that made me wear makeup. So it will be bright and early at exactly 7 p.m. on Friday. We'll get this thing started. If you know anyone who has videos that they would like to have reviewed by me and you guys, my audience, please let them know that they need to send that video to marazalivestream@gmail.com. That's marazalivestream@gmail.com. Strictly unreleased artists, strictly artists that are not affiliated with a distributor, and artists that are not affiliated with a label, because that will get my stream demonetized and my stream will not appear in people's mentions, so we're not going to be able to grow so we can help more people. How do we donate? Oh, says AB Da Costa. There's three ways, unless you're on Twitch. Well, there's multiple ways, but on YouTube, on your platform, you can donate via Super Chat. At the bottom of the chat window, you'll see a $. You can also go to streamlabs.com/MarazaMC. You can donate there using your card or PayPal. And then you can also go to patreon.com/MarazaMC. All the content that I was playing exclusively here is available to certain tiers of my Patreon patrons. And there's a lot of exclusive content that will only be available there or be exclusive for a limited time on Patreon. So, I mean, I appreciate the views. I appreciate everyone coming here and just vibing with me and having a great time with me. You have no idea how much therapy you give me. It's if you can, and if you feel like you've gotten something that is worth whatever from your pocket, then you can do it. I will be greatly appreciative, and it's going to help me keep this thing going. It's really going to help me keep this thing going, and that's the main thing. Lesego! Oh, shit! Right then and there. Lesego Senosi, thank you so much for the 70 rands donation. I truly appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Lesego Senosi with the 70 rands. It means so much more to me, bro. It means so much more. You have no idea. And it's so nice to see that other donors are happy to see donations happening. Thank you so much, guys. If you get the chance, go watch yesterday's stream. That was overwhelming. And then if you go to like at just before 2 hours into the stream, the next 30 minutes, I am a mess. And it's their fault. But I love you all so greatly. And, for the first time in a long time, I can comfortably say, I know that you love me too. And it's that is really the one part that had me the most emotional, because it's so difficult to be able to say that. There's not many situations that give you the confidence to say that. Hey, there's some exclusives I'm not trying to play you yet. All right. I want to end it with, I genuinely love your initiative, says Lesego. Bro, I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. KD says, let's go. And then LTD says something to Lesego. Yesterday was like a competition of donations. Honestly, it was. You're not supposed to be hearing this. Honestly, it was, and it was a beautiful thing to see. It really was. I don't think it was competition, but like you said, it was like, I was just like, oh, you do it, I'm going to do it. Oh, you're going to do it, I'm going to do it. Even if it had been like 1 rand, or 1,000 rand, 1,000 rand, the feeling was just of enormous love. It's something that is so deliberate that you do, and I'm eternally grateful. You guys really affected my life in a strong way yesterday. I don't know if I can tell you enough, but hopefully I was able to convey some of it. That's it for today's episode of Random Live Streams with Maraza. Sasosuka njengamanje sivale.
Ekuphothulweni lo hlelo likaMalaza leli lokuthi abantu bebukele umuntu oyedwa ehleli endlini yakhe ekhuluma amahora amathathu. Umyalezo uthi thengani idatha niphumule kusasa ngoba ngoLwesihlanu siphindela phe kwakho. Ukhulumela bethimba le hip hop culture uthe uSean Pages uDJC Live AK Entertainment aka AK Gunshot noLesego noSiyabonga no-LTD no-KD nabanye abaningi noPicard bayanxusa ukuthi nina bonke abomrapper abawekhe thumelani izingoma zenu ukuze kuzoba nohleko ngoLwesihlanu nangoLwesibili. Ofisa ukuthi ingoma zakhe ezindakazwe angazithumela kumaraza-livestream@gmail.com. Abanocwephe lama-DVD phecelezi music video bangathumela amalinki kuma-music video akhona uBabes odume ezowadelita kumaraza-livestream@gmail.com. Nibuyise i-USB yakhe. Ezindabeni zeMaraza Livestream zokugamanxa kwehora lokugcina elangeni 12 benizilethela uSiphamandla uMasha akanjemane.
Sibambe lapho ke balaleli nababukeli emakhaya, siyabonga ukuthi mbekhona namhlanje ke. We're about to end it off, and I got a request that I have to respect. Emilo Beast. Ungaphela umoya. Hey Spooner, don't start. Don't start. Izindaba zikaThwalofu. It's Billy out. Big shout out to all of you. I love you all so much. I'm going to play the song and then I'm going to get in the chat and respond with words, not with words or with face. I love you all. The stream is going to stay live for another 5 minutes as we have a good time. Oh shit. Lisero, thank you so much. Lisero just donated for the news. I appreciate you, Ngabonga. I appreciate you so much. Uwelo pissed. Uwelo guy. Ooh, thank you so much, guys. It really seems like we might be giving away that studio a lot sooner than I thought. Like a lot sooner than I thought. I appreciate you. Streamlabs.com/MarazaMC to donate via PayPal or credit card. And patreon.com/MarazaMC to become a Patreon, contribute monthly, or super chat on YouTube to do and give whatever you can. If you can't, it's absolutely okay. Your presence alone is a gift. But Lesego, thank you so much for this. LTD Fresh with a pair character. Listen, I'm going to the chat. I'm going to see it. Thank you, LTD Fresh, for the 35 rands donation. Thank you, Lesejo Senosi, for the 140 rands donation, plus the 70 rands donation from earlier, bringing it up to a total of 210. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, Siyabonga. Thank you, KD. Thank you so much, Nani Nonke Abanye, LTD Clive. There's so many of you to thank. This family is growing a bit big right now. Ngiyabonga. I'll sing Gipume and get beast. And then I'll join the chat and I'll thank you guys even more over there. I thoroughly appreciate all of you. Please be safe. Stay very, very loved. And understand that on Friday, Mangbuya, the love will not have diminished. It will only have grown.
Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Bayakal, sebeti, I'm in the sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Raja, trapping out the bendo. Came from the depths of Satan's crazy hellhole. Angi sabi for golo, mbali malinge for sholo. Yangen imbepe them the do, cutting bapende them the truth. Making moves like a fuse, bitch I blew. Gingi ngangazulu legi, shiny sana babugeli. Kali pamshana jafi wala nangali so mama ngiteli. Izaba fellow gas, Tino we fellow was, gas, but me vele gas, bebengas. Bitch I'm a penny blast, neti gas. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Bayakal, sebeti, I'm in the sky. Skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Spillion. Ndayisintizwa ngekinqa ngempela ziyathuthi imbila ziyangizwa mangivela nanida ngivimba ngafika ngangena bendansisa umbila nsinisa amahleza sekufike mina ngisakhulule sengisesongweni yakusakhuphuke izikontraki zokhuphula izinga lenkinga kabhebhe yona ikahlule ngikhusile khuzeka mshana subomnyama buyeza ntwana umfulu uyageleza mama lithukuthela uthukela baba. I'ma pull up in your trap, I'ma throw up on the track, I'ma just light up the primers to help niggas find it. You know I'm a snap. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Bingi ngangazululegi, shanyisa na babugeli. Kali pamshana jafi wala nangali so mama ngiteli. Izaba fellow gas, Tino we fellow was, gas, but you we gas, bebengas. Bitch I'm a penny blast, neti gas. Imilo beast, imilo guy, idalo beast, tindalo sky, skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Bayakal, sebeti, I'm in the sky. Skatse kukulum polu ya keleza. Yeah. Bati, yalo mabengona bati, umabengona bati, ngeni nkunzmala, okwini enjonala, wonga malang pushy smoke low, y'all know I go for it, pronto yo, but think let's get to the chase, yeah, I'm too much, fresh out the gate, yeah, I pull up, get it in, 2 cups. To the breeze, when this chatting is allowed. Sometimes you can know. Yeah, you're in to peg and shiny, even shell it alone.
Pensaba mazolo, umhlabele tsheni ugogo. Munjo manega mkapu pepe lazitha mabengibona bathi ngeni inkumzimala okwini entshonala. Wonga malanga ngipushi smogolo. Oh lolo, y'all know I go for it. Pronto Rico, bethi ngeni inkumzimala okwini entshonala. Wonga malanga ngipushi smogolo. Oh lolo, y'all know I go for it. Pronto yo. Bitch, I've been grinding for days. They've been riding the wave. So sublime when you dive in with perfect timing, it pays. Mina nezami stamina sabi young is a pair. Let's put Nandi, yeah, bantwini ngathi ngumadida fan. Yeah, I was living at the Porto Mende. Yeah, yalo mangifika ngiqala tubende. Yeah, iyeke lispanish inkhulumele. Indaba ngifikelele. Ivuka sekungena inguzmala. Okwini entshonala. Wonga malanga ngipushi smogolo. Oh lolo, y'all know I go for it. Pronto Rico, bethi ngeni inguzmala okwini entshonala. Wonga malanga ngipushi smogolo. Oh lolo, y'all know I go for it. Pronto yo. Babuzi mandeni, I'm fresh on the daily. Mangizempangeni, akuchonseki. Baby ngangibeki, ngishaya ihlaya bengahleki. Manje ngoba ngisabancengi. Bathi umaraza kasheli, yangisabameli. I am the truth, yeah. Got him jumping out the roof, yeah. Ngiphumelele, mkhumulele, phumelele, phumuphele, ngeni ikhulu, yeah. Pushang pandamo. Bukan macam yang funang. Bada bongke bengkakulizwe. Fooling dead to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, do this great, oh yeah. Billion, kuna batinya ikukumeza. Ya feeling him kulimbela. Lemfene na need to mela. Ishale gilikun kulimbela. Pupimbela, pupe pumom beta betting uyelo. Nisa beta mangshone mumba kuyum kibi shalo. Lamina fukile buyile kujuzile zonge ngoma futile shisile tatum lilo wote yeah. Nimkhulu kakhulu nkulu nikumkhulu mzukulu isikhulu khululeka khehla makhulu sokhale kukwini ngiyakuyile sengivukile khala ngama ngaqulizwe vulindel to this day oh yeah. No mistake, do this great oh yeah. Phala khala ngipushang pandamo. Bukan macam yang funang. Bada bongke bengkakulizwe. Vulindel to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, do this great, oh yeah. Sengvugile. Kala ngama ngaqulizwe. Vulindel to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, do this great, oh yeah. Phala kala ngipushang pandamo. Bukan macam yang funang. Bada bongke bengkakulizwe. Vulindel to this day, oh yeah. No mistake, do this great, oh yeah.
fukile
I wanna buy a Ferrari, put a seed in the garden. Send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it. 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bands for the Ferrari. I wanna buy me a Ferrari, put a seed in the garden. Send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it. 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bands for the Ferrari. 20 million on a Ferrari. Hit the dealership and get a little nigga in his feelings with the garnish. Get a vent, and they go hit and tell you that a nigga whipped it in his armies. Put the piggies in the garbage, leave a nigga feeling daunted. I'ma get it till I buy Steven in your mortgage. You don't wanna be a target, they'll be hitting up your mommy. Real hot with a pin drop till the skid marks on the tarmac. Rory, Steve, they real not like me. You on your quad bike, Steez, I let the quad pipe scream. Got a clear vision of the tires when they do the spin and go. Know the gears bitchin' every time you hear the twin turbo go. I wanna get it today, give a fuck about the minimum wage. Feel the rhythm when I'm killing the stage. You gon' get it if you get in the way, picking your way. Long talk, authentic every time a nigga drops your grimace. Put it on your little balls, no I'm kidding. I'ma put a ribbon on the forfeit, cause I wanna buy a Ferrari. Put a seed in the garden, send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it, 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bank. I wanna buy me a Ferrari, put a seed in the garden. Send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it, 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bands for the Ferrari. Rory, dripping venom in your organs. When the red finish on the glisten, you gon' feel a shiver in your garden. Unforgiving with the shots, ain't even got a cock. You'll be late sniffing when the bullet spit and put a nigga in his coffin. My determination target, reminiscent to a rocket. He'll be unrelenting with the pace until a nigga whipping up a Rari. Marching to the border, shark fin in the water. Goblin in the marsh pit, giving more dick to your daughter. Midnight 5 spoke, spinning faster than propellers. Better that stuff, you're my jealous. When I'm doing up on the leather. Tell a band, best believe you blow the ceiling in. Tell the bank, we about to call the dealership. Nigga fresh as a drop of deuce. What the fuck you know about the dude? Piff his hot as a Chewbacca suit. Super litty, a drop a dude. You'll be sinking in your seat. What do you think they call me Flash for? Feel the tremor in your feet. Got 300 on the dashboard. I wanna buy a Ferrari, put a seed in the garden. Send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it, 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bands for the Ferrari. I wanna buy me a Ferrari, put a seed in the garden. Send them racks to the bank, send them racks to the bank. You already know you want it, 20 million in the lobby. To the bank, hella bands for the Ferrari.
That
was legitness. Yeah, it was. Huh?
Yeah.